episode 2. Huh. Yeah, I can read that chat from here.
Wow. I
Yeah.
still can't, but I'm blind, so it's okay.
Yeah. Noisy people. Hi, everyone. I'm back. The show was a success. We did theater successfully, virtually, with, I'd say, a few hiccups.
There's never a show that doesn't go without trouble.
That's true. It's more the quantity of hiccups. But, yeah, so now Hell Week is over, and I suddenly have all the evenings to myself again, and then Tuesday I have podcast recording. But I'm going to make up for last night today, and we're going to take care of Ace Combat 7.
Yay. We're also playing off of a new setup.
Yeah, I think what you're going to be hearing a lot out of us is, man, this game's
Oh
pretty.
My goodness.
Yeah, because
I can read the screen.
Our buddy Paul, who you might remember from the birthday stream last month, came down, helped us build a new tower.
Which is also why we weren't streaming Friday.
Yep. It's a beautiful box. It's very nice. It's got very nice things in it. It can accomplish a lot of buttery smooth, as he liked to say,
Creeping me out,
rendering. So yeah, now we're just moving stuff between the old tower and the new tower. But we went to Best Buy to look at different accessories and stuff, and he just bought us a new TV. Which is great.
I guess that's the friends we have.
That's the kind of friend we have. When you have a man who lives a Spartan lifestyle,
he buys stuff for his friends instead of for himself.
Yeah, he's like, I already have everything I need. It's not a lot, but it's what I need. And so yeah, we're now playing on a recent TV as opposed to a 10-year-old TV, and it's beautiful and light indeed.
We opened the PS4 for the first time and realized the icon that I've been using the entire time I've had this PS4 has a
the special long-range strategy is entering its final phase.
It has details.
Etching.
We always thought it was just like flat gray. It's got etching on it.
It's engraved and all that, yeah. By the way, we're running off of new OBS with new settings, so let us know if the audio is not as good as it could be.
Our plan is that all squadrons will invade from the valley.
We're on.
And mount an air assault on.
So yeah, this is the mission. I fly through a canyon.
This is the mission that has one of my favorite songs, but it's like one of my least favorite missions. What scares the shit out of me.
What's funny is that I'm flying on the easy control style. I'm pretty sure this would be the mission that just was like, if you're flying on the normal control style, you can get good.
Yeah.
They always save these for a little bit later in the game because yeah,
As soon as possible.
the level of precision it takes it up. Careen into a wall.
Air defense forces are neutralized.
on the good. The good pilot, the actual piloting. We can look at all the fine lines of topography. I can read the words on the left of the different assets the enemy has.
Yeah, like it's so weird.
Yes.
And I apologize that that's what the stream is going to be, is us being like, whoa.
It's so pretty. It was pretty before.
I think that's what's getting me, right? Is like, so what we did is that this brand new TV that Paul got us is now our television, and the old TV is now our computer monitor.
Yeah.
So I can actually finally read the stuff on the fucking computer monitor as well.
Yeah.
Because your boy's blind.
I'm
blind
not.
as Paul, apparently.
I'm just not. I'm not wearing glasses right now, but I could, in theory, play off of our stream preview as opposed to this big, beautiful TV. Because that's how big our computer monitor is.
We were actually watching my sister's stream off of the computer monitor, and I could see it almost as clearly as like if I was holding it in my lap. I was just like, what the fuck? Is this what everyone else looks like?
The beauty of lateral thinking is, hey, we need a computer monitor with speakers. Oh, let's just use a TV.
Yeah. At least until we can afford to get, you know, like an actual monitor and actual speakers.
Let's get done.
The song playing is called Werewolf.
That's because this is the operation name. Because it's under the full moon. So here's the funny thing, is that they're using searchlights. But guess what's really fucking loud? Fighter jets are very loud.
But I'm wondering if it's like supposed to be like canyons or just...
all the sound goes directly up and not into, you know, this spotlight on the ground. They'll never know I was here.
Well, the way with sound, right? They'll see you go, right? But it's just like you fly like me. I don't know.
I'm absolutely amazed. I saw someone doing it with like the true control scheme in like less than a minute.
What? That's a sad.
That's the sign of someone who really enjoys flying.
Also, like, I know that they have searchlights and everything, but they're not looking for planes, right? They're not. That's not what they're looking for. They're looking for like, I don't know, like tanks or something.
Birds.
I don't know. Like, it doesn't feel like that.
It's so non-specific to be looking for planes.
This is the last step, Count. We'll take the enemy base and use it as a bridgehead. Watch yourselves out there. We're going to need all of you.
Oh no! Look at all these lights. They fly really low though.
Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself. The best thing about Strider Squadron is our leader keeps his mouth shut. Watch your speed.
You've passed waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base. Imposing radio silence.
Uh oh.
You'll be able to talk again until you're over the base. Continue to keep an eye on your altitude. There are plenty of dark spots that can sneak up on you.
I was a little too bold, but it's easy, so I bonked.
So the straight up crashing.
Instead of exploding, yeah.
You just passed through waypoint 4. Radio silence has been lifted.
Oh no.
It's the base.
And then there's like this whole wave of planes behind me, apparently doing the same stuff.
Visual confirmation on the airbase. Reach destination.
Are they all behind you, or are you supposed to go and get the attention and then
Longer it
fly?
takes, the worse off we'll
No, look at them,
finish them off.
they're following through.
Right, let's give them a beating.
Well, like this is one of the first time that they actually show like your squadron being as like daring and
Confirmed
easy.
destroyed.
Yeah.
It's always like,
Hostile bomber destroyed.
you know, Strider 1 is gonna go and do all of this. We're gonna come in through the easy route.
Yeah. Let's go turn everyone into dust. Look at that beautiful gift. Flat image.
It looks like the
Oh,
enemy's
it's so dark. That's why.
Guess they finally decided to wake up.
It's so dark with a full moon. Do they need searchlights? Must be conquering.
I think they're trying to just specifically find planes in the sky so they can shoot them
If the
better.
enemy is still present,
Oh no, they
large
see
numbers
me.
of ground forces arrive, the mission will be a failure. Go help our allies.
So the cool thing about this setup now too is that now that we have it, we can play more
Vehicle
Steam
eliminated.
games that we weren't originally playing because
Yeah.
our computer would crap out. So we definitely are gonna play a Hat in Time for you guys.
Oh,
There's co-op on there I'm really excited about. Might as well just start over, I didn't get that far. There's like Little Inferno. Which
Oh, yeah.
is like it'll be like a one night stream for that one, but it's a really good, surprisingly deep game about putting stuff in a fireplace.
Yeah, it's about burning stuff and different combinations of burning stuff, but it has plot? Despite being just a fun little, like, indie fire simulator?
I actually, so hilarious, when I was still writing for that game, I wrote an article on Little Inferno, and like what it means to be alone. And it got picked up and like quoted in a gaming journal. I'm still super proud of that.
Okay, that takes care of all the SAM sites. Target eliminated.
Oh no,
Great work.
stolen. Sorry. Explode. Perish. Would you kindly? Uh-huh. I could.
Yeah.
Enemy fighters down.
I feel their pain, I really do. But this is war.
Picking up an enemy squadron. It must be the reinforcements they called in.
Yeah, we're also so like tomorrow. Like the Spirit Fair.
Yep, you intend to finish Spirit Fair.
Go.
I mean, we did spend a lot of time making recipes and collecting figurines and fishing.
That's like not as important.
One last enemy fighter.
Yeah, it's more so a personal choice.
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on time. But yeah, we'll be finishing up Spirit Fair tomorrow. Tuesday will probably be off.
Strider squadron,
Yeah, I'm just podcasting.
Just horribly podcasting, and I can't think of like sort of spooky games to play. And since I'll be starting full plays of some of my games too.
You know, it doesn't have to be a spooky game. Just be a game you enjoy.
Well, but with the amount of plays, I mean, plot things, so there's
Oh yeah.
Brother Tale. So split up that much, but
Those are a Tale of Two series.
the merge might be a good one to do.
We're stuck. We won't be able to capture the base at this rate.
Oh, I'm gonna start playing. No, you're being playing Blood Run. I still have a little bit of time before I leave. So Saturday or something.
Target's destruction confirmed.
Anyway, yeah. So next week we'll be doing spooky games, or spooky dish games.
Okay, start running on the count of
Put
three.
this over here. We're gonna make it smaller. I can just do that from here because I can see.
Jeez, that's cool. Actually, that's probably like one of the best places to put it now.
Yeah.
Begin the assault.
New OBS pulls from new computer stats, so it can just do a lot more.
Yay!
The big hope is that the stream doesn't get interrupted by the fact that this is on the Wi-Fi. I need to hardwire the Ethernet. That's pretty well. Oh no, they're fighting in the airstrip. There's people fighting them. In the hangars?
This is Passless One. The base is ours. We have control of all major functions.
Oh, cool.
What are you playing? You know what you're
Roger
playing
that,
on
Basilisk One.
I have a list of
Mission
things.
accomplished.
Yeah, so
I have choices of. Oh, mission accomplished.
Prisoners of war
Well,
will
let's
be
then turn
treated
this area
according
into
to international law. We've even brought pizza.
Thursday will be fun because for multiplayer stream we're gonna do
Looks
just
like we can shred those wheels.
That lighting is so good. Yeah.
No joke.
Oh, there's a town here. I never realized there's a town here.
Begin your approach. Go to the flight control.
Yeah. Oh, fun.
That's cool.
Crash into the earth.
Strider One.
This. Oh my god.
Through waypoint 1.
Hi.
Yay! We're beating this game tonight, hopefully.
Oh hey, there's people.
Hey, hey y'all!
I'm excited. I feel like I'm gonna put a link to the play so people can see that deep fried mess.
Excellent work on the
It's not heart garbage. It's certainly crunchy.
Submarines have arrived from the Ocean mainland and are refueling.
Oh, I need the website
This
where we
base
got our
will serve as a
supplies.
frontline
Oh,
platform
Webster
for
on.
our mission to take Farbanti.
I want a friend it.
We're almost
Yeah,
at the
that-
end of this operation.
The cutting board.
If you follow me on Instagram, you saw the size of the fucking cutting board somebody bought.
Yo, I regret nothing. It's the most expensive thing in the cart.
The thing about it is, like, I keep making the joke about how mad I am about it, but it's, like, also not.
It's like a negative issue because now we have a cutting board big enough for this. Anything we want to do.
Except for our entire comic.
Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under
More
the
DC
stress
Douglas.
of combat. My job
Do the
was to
voice.
compare his performance as a
Which
fellow
voice?
to when he was younger.
Oh, is it the
and understand
Rufus
how his
Oh,
voice?
Rufus voice again! Oh no, I just stopped laughing from the
To tell you
last
the
time.
truth, I'm not
Daddy?
sure I wanted
No,
to
no,
know the
let this,
answers.
like, this is an intense scene. Do it
Okay.
afterwards. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we can actually see what's happening.
For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient.
He's also
remarkably
dying
flexible.
of radiation because he keeps shooting him up there.
His
He
reflexes
likes going up
sharp
towards
as
the
they ever
sun.
were.
Oh, that's cool.
Still,
Yeah.
after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile.
Oh wow, it's actually
It was
mapping his
not
head.
meant to handle the excessive amounts
That's
of
cool.
radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested.
The flaps are good.
He seemed fine on
They're
takeoff.
flappy.
By the time he landed back at the base, it was clearly a mess.
Oh, it was this done. That's cool.
He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down. The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential.
We gotta get him a suit that keeps the blood from
A
pooling.
new
his
flight
feet.
suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring.
I mean, are they wrong?
Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground.
That's a man.
I
who
wasn't
liked to
worried
fly.
about it.
Yep, that's it.
I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly, so that he could maneuver his plane.
Man, that
when
plane
he
looks like a
wanted.
real plane.
The moment
As
he took
opposed
off
to
in
a
his
fake
new
one?
flight suit,
Yeah.
I realized what I had failed to before.
I mean, like,
Right after
we actually
takeoff,
see people's,
as the
like,
wheels
pores
retracted,
on this
the plane
TV.
suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue.
Oh, dude.
The support team
Show
couldn't
off
even
much?
keep up. And then I knew.
Daddy, I wish for a fighter jet.
I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring.
Reno
his
keeps
stolen
hogging the
country back to
helicopter,
its former glory.
and I wish to go for a ride, and he
Didn't
won't
seem to
take
care
me.
about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
When we get done taking care of the Earth, Papa, can I take care of the sky too? I desire pants for my pants, Daddy.
The operation to capture Eruja's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture
Farbanti.
the Erusian forces' general headquarters
When
in the
you
south
joined
of
us
Farbanti,
for
and
5,
Yay.
we were...
the plan is for ground
Yeah,
troops to
in
attack
4.
Farbanti from
4.
both the east
4.
and
You know
north,
where Farbanti
and a
is.
task
Yep, we
fleet
took
to attack from the
we captured
southwest.
Farbanti.
Dennis!
We will secure air superiority over the capital.
Yeah,
while
we
providing
captured
air
Farbanti
support
like
for our
literally the
allies on the ground
same
and
day,
on water
but like
as
10 years
required.
prior.
By all accounts,
I get
we
paid this
expect
week,
to
you
be
bet I'm gonna
intense,
donate a reasonable amount for
full-scale
Bloodborne.
battle
Yeah, we have
across
$10,
land, sea,
and Bloodborne
air.
starts on Saturday.
Should you
Tell
need
your
to
friends.
replenish your ammunition,
We're still doing
or
these
make
struggle breath
necessary
tears.
repairs to your craft, a
Fuck.
return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also
I'll
be
put the
tasked
tip jar in
with
the
having to destroy
later.
the communications satellites
Oh,
that
just really cool.
Erusia
Just the
has.
satellites that are Rouge.
We take
Oh,
down
okay.
the information communication
okay.
system that we believe they have control over.
Oh,
It
that's...
should plunge Erusia.
Yeah, since
I
they're using
forgot.
our satellites, if we get rid of them, then they won't be able to use the communication
I
satellites.
just remembered something.
making it easier for us to end the war.
Yeah, apparently it's like one of the largest scale
Can't
operations
happen until after the capital falls.
that
You
like
guys
they've
are the
ever done.
stars of this
Not
battle.
like a small scale, but
Erusia
like,
will fight
oh, we're
for
gonna
the
shoot
tiger.
shit down in
We
space
cannot
too. Like when
lose.
we're gonna conquer
We
this
must
part of the
seize
continent, we're
capital
really gonna
and
own it.
end this war.
We've even bought deeds to pieces of land.
But yeah, I honestly think we need to do a dubbing project with you where we take some of Rufus's scenes from the remake, and not even using the words he's saying. You just
Do you like my new guns?
no.
They're jetpacks, Daddy.
Yeah, I think we should do that. I think we need to pull some of the scenes and you just redub them.
What's the
Ghost
lady-
Stories time.
What's the lady?
Which one?
The one red?
Strider Squadron
Scarlet.
proceeds to
Scarlet.
deploy.
Okay, cool.
Sword
Because I was like
ASAP.
Rouge. No,
Close.
I know. I knew it was like a red name. It's like Scarlet making these new guns, Daddy.
They're not compensating at all.
They let me go pew pew through each other. I can fire a bullet through a gun.
Wait, yes?
No, use the gun through another gun. I knew you would understand it.
Shouldn't be that funny.
It shouldn't.
My tummy hurts.
And then after I take care of that
Mike,
filthy avalanche, I'm gonna
tummy
go
hurts.
get a soft pretzel.
My tummy hurts. Can we stop?
We're gonna go to the mall.
Oh my God.
Our
Alright,
troops
cool.
have engaged the
Alright,
Farbanti
let's look into the
reconstruction
sun.
line. Silver Bridge
Dope.
and the submerged
Do some
area.
work. This capital looks so much better.
You can see the capital.
Yeah, in 4 it was just like, look at that grainy shit. It's like somebody dropped a bowl of pixels.
Maybe that one's better.
Like J.J. Abrams in here. Playing.
Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all you to keep up. Let's get out there.
It's funny because it's like, this is the part of the game where I'm like, I really like the music. It's like, yeah, and it's like, when they really got their soundtrack together.
Return line is to the
And
north.
iced cream.
Head that way if you need to
I wish for a Cinnabon, father.
The Dippin' Dots.
Strider 1, begin
The other kids at school get dipped dots. It's the ice cream of the future, Papa. Is it made in a metal reactor?
Hope not. It wouldn't taste so good.
You don't know. It's got the flavor of the planet in it. It's got soul, but it's not a soldier.
Grandma.
How's it taste? Ah, it varies from person to person.
Oh my god! Ow! Ow! What is it, like fucking Sonic fighting Silver there? It's no use.
It's no use. I have laser beams. I wish fucking they should lasers.
Oh my god, I just realized something.
Yes, dear.
I cannot wait for the Sister Ray launch. It's gonna be
Yes.
so great, because you could just say something and ruin the entire scene, and then we'll have to go and rewatch it because I'll be so mad at you. But like, the find of Sister Ray, that'll be awesome.
Yep.
Also, it's gonna be fucking gorgeous.
Gorgeous and devastating.
I hope I don't have to buy a PS5 so I can play my next like, installment of this game. I'll be pissed.
Maybe. What you doing right there, pal? What you doing right there? Your hubris. So how's it going over there? I haven't heard from you guys in a hot minute. Also, in response to the donation thing, Faye, you've donated enough.
Yeah, as much as we appreciate you continuing to donate, like, I know you want to see parts of it.
We can't have you single-handedly funding every excursion. Breaking your bank is... You're supposed to break other people's bank. Like, I'm kind of glad the costume contest at work is going to be more than just co-workers. Because that's usually what charity events turn out to be when it's a really small organization that nobody really knows about. It's like, oh, costume contest for some AIDS group? Okay. So it's all the AIDS people, all the people who work there just do the donations. It's like, so we're just funding ourselves then. Got it.
If you are interested in competing
Oh, yeah.
in the, excuse me.
Okay.
In the costume contest, it's super chill. You can literally use any picture you've ever had, so long as it's work appropriate.
Yeah, they said that, like, I was like, can we use, like, professional pictures? And they're like, I don't see why not. And I'm like, okay.
Jynx, get all of your cosplay friends.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
And cleaning the basement and organizing so we can build and make things better. That's awesome.
Yeah!
Honestly, though, Cheeky, if you guys have, well, even if you don't have $5, if you guys want to enter Depot, you let me know, because I'll front the $5 and put you guys in. But yeah, it's open to, apparently it's open to anybody.
Yeah, it's literally anybody. And will they understand? They don't need to understand.
They don't, yeah.
They just want a lot of engagement. They want to raise $150 for the AIDS walk.
Yeah.
And I'm, like, down for that.
It's a giant polar bear, though. Like, that's impressive.
Yeah, it's most creative, funniest.
Yeah, there's best costume, most creative, funniest, scariest?
No.
No, most creative, funniest, scariest, best group, and best animal.
Yeah, it's group, best pet. Yeah, everything's in best in show. Everything gets applied for best in show. But
Unless
yeah,
you guys have something. Oh, Aku would be good because it's my friends.
Yeah. But the prizes are either gift cards to the local restaurants, or if you're not local, which I'm assuming no one on the stream is, you can get merch that we're actually like working to design to make marketable. It's a super cute little thing, and the person who's in charge of this whole endeavor, her name is Maddie. She's she's the fellow. She's a master's student from the School of Public Policy and stuff.
She got the worst year to be the master's student from the School of Public Policy for CAG.
Yeah, like any other year would be a little more tolerable in the sense of like, you know, like she started last year. All of our fellows are done for 2 years, and last year we were doing really well. We're getting the venue, we're getting everything worked out, and then the pandemic hit, and so we like lost our venue, and we lost all the money we invested in all that, and we swapped to a virtual walk, very short term. Still raised $15,000,
I'm gonna go get
but
the
now we're like deep into this problem, and all those years are like, well, let's see what money we can raise, but despite there basically being nobody able to come by.
and all-time unemployment.
Yep, and all-time unemployment, and economy sucks, and it's an election year. So let's see what we can do. And so pretty much the goal is rather modest because yeah, it's $150 for a costume contest. Tickets are $5 per picture. You just apply per picture, and you can submit multiple pictures. It's like super cool and chill, but I want to make her very happy because I think every grad student deserves to have a good day.
Hostile lock on you, Strider 1. Strider 1, missile away.
Darn it, where's the get link?
Considerably weakened organized resistance from the Erusian
I'm trying to.
operation nearly
Oh,
completed. Just
the link for the
Understood. Understood.
like where to pay.
Understood.
The full information because there's way too much information on this post to share it easily throughout social media.
Yeah, I think that's.
And I can't get the link for some reason. Is it?
Oh, the post.
Well, if you go, I'm sorry I can't do the direct link right now, but if you go here, it's the pinned post.
Target acquired.
You hear that American sounding music? Battle for Bronte?
Yeah.
In gun range.
Who doesn't love Ferbanti, the place that we're going to be conquering?
But if you go to there, that's the there's the pinned post on how to do it. And like at least for a couple people, if you want to enter but don't have $5, I completely understand and no judgment. Just message me. I'll help you. I'll help front the cost. Like I don't care.
We just want engagement.
Like my biggest thing is that like I made the joke with Fort that it would make my day if patriotism was a soundtrack. American patriotism.
Like I love because this is actually just like a play off of the main theme of the game,
Yeah, they're all just
but like it's done much more like major key.
In gun range.
Blow up some boats instead. That sounds more fun.
Hey, Twinny, instead of donating to our stream, why don't you enter Satori into the costume contest?
Oh wow, you can actually make out the detail of the fact like the city's sunk because the meteor hit it, knocked off the whole sea shelf, and you can see the shelf underneath the water where it cracked and started sinking. That's insane! I love this fucking game.
Like, I know you want to get, like, money for us to play more Bloodborne, but you've already donated enough. However, if you want to donate $5 and put Satori in to the costume contest, that is acceptable. You do that.
I will accept that.
And I can send you the link to how to do it if you need help. So yeah, tell your friends. I told Fort that like, well, I really want to make Maddie happy. My whole thing is that I just selfishly want the costume contest to be full of cosplayers.
Yes, because they didn't specify.
They didn't specify, and I figured we could all just show up and be like, "Hi, we're all gorgeous."
And then you got like Joe Schmo from Kokomo. It's
These
just like,
costumes are great too.
yeah, but it's just be so funny. It's like, we dressed up like corn dogs, and then we got these people wearing really, really like embroidered and sequined and mascot outfits, and this dude looks like a demon with a helmet on, and I just don't. No, it's not fair. Get better friends. Because I got cool friends.
Yeah. So it's just like, it was kind of just like, I want my cosplay friends to show in force, and I could just sit there and be like, yeah, cosplayers for charity.
Hell yeah.
So like that was my thought behind it.
Oh, shit. When you shoot the buildings, they collapse. Oops.
Copy.
Oh no, that's why they're
They're old.
derelict. Because they sunk. That's where the meteor hit.
Target every enemy. Just
But yeah, like, it's super silly, but it's just like one of those things of like, obviously it's a cause that we both really support. Me, like, and like, even without Fort being in there, like, we were even early in our like career when we were our dating history.
Our relationship?
Relationship is
I think it's the word.
You can't have normies and cosplayers in the same contest. There has to be like a regular mode and the cosplayers in hard mode.
They didn't specify.
They didn't specify.
And I
this year.
gave them the chance.
Fort was like, you understand, right? Like who I live with, and like what they're gonna do, and like who the people I know, and they're just like, it'll be fine. Honestly, next year I think it's like if you are a cosplayer, even if you didn't make your costume, if you're a cosplayer, you have to be in a different category.
Yeah, if you didn't make your outfit, then well.
If you made or commissioned your costume, different category.
If your costume cost $200 minimum, you didn't get this out of Halloween City, I think you're just gonna be in a different group.
Yeah. Cosplayer contest. But yeah, anyway, it's a cause I've supported even before Fort and I were dating. I'm a member of ACT UP, or I was a member of ACT UP. I'm not a member at large anymore, because I keep forgetting. But doing my activism in other places, so AIDS awareness and AIDS service organizations are always something that I've always supported, and it just makes me really happy that that's where my partner works now.
That's what I do.
So, $200 minimum. My wallet felt that. Oof. Yeah, I don't.
I think we have a few outfits that cost like $100 for a piece.
Yeah.
I think you've got me a piece for $100. And you're like, I'm underpaying.
Well, somebody in chat doesn't charge enough for their wigs. Not pointing any fingers.
You're not?
Not.
I am.
Cheeky.
You know who you are. You know what you did.
I wish I worked somewhere like that. Yeah, it's a.
You can.
Move to Indiana. No.
No, I mean they're all over the place.
The fur for Beepo alone was $280.
There you go.
I believe it.
I am not surprised in the slightest.
Sky, if that is something truly that you would like, we can look in your area and see if there's an organization.
Yeah.
Beepo came out to be like 400-ish.
That doesn't even include like the amount of time spent.
That doesn't include your time, right? Because that's way, like, your guys' time probably at least doubled or tripled that price.
I have a minute left, so I'm just gonna go ahead and restock up. I'm gonna need it. It's so funny that I don't have to strain my eyes to look at the chat.
Yeah. But yeah.
Some good shit.
Yeah, anyway, so like that's why like you guys are I'm gonna be obnoxious for the next like week about it, just because it's an
I
organization.
want to make Maddie cry.
Failed experiments of the eyes and nose. That's a mood. Yeah, we want to make Maddie cry for good reason.
Yeah, I wanted to sit there and be like, wow, we got so much engagement. It's like, yeah. I know these people. I've met a good number of them. Have you seen my Instagram? By the way, I have an Instagram, Maddie. I wasn't expecting that either.
Yeah.
No one was expecting me to have an Instagram.
Yeah, we just. There is like 110% selfishly want to be like looking through and be like, look at all my cosplay friends who turned out for charity.
Look at all these pretty people do all these pretty things. You have such pretty friends.
Yeah.
Target destroyed.
These are some nice ass pictures, Twain. I really like your pictures.
Oh, can I get it? Can I get it? Can I get it? Nope.
Oh, hey, actually, Twinny, I know if you're listening, I can't do these two. They need to either both be landscape or both be portrait. It's gonna get really messed up if you don't. Also, this is for something else. It had nothing to do with costume contest. It's just easier for me to say that out loud instead of type it.
Oh yeah, Longcast talking about food again.
I didn't do anything.
You're right. New bogies. No, 5 SU-30s inbound. It's Mr. Rex.
Music.
That's because you beautiful people. Maybe personality-wise. Ford is beautiful too.
In a way. Alright, let's... I'm ready for laser beams.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission
Oh, there's
Command.
Mr. X. Okay, I'm not gonna go after him.
Mr. X, I know it's a tall
He's not the one to
order,
go
but
after.
HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you. There they are. It's the snowbirds. The two
Can't dodge missiles with its lasers.
underestimate the rest of them either. Mission proved to be fun. What do you mean? It's just like you say. The enemy has experienced fighters in their midst.
Locked on.
One.
This world says, although their teamwork is somewhat lacking.
That Halo music shit.
Soul Squadron is like you can tell Keiko Kobayashi was like ready for this.
He's like, oh,
I have a
antagonistic squad?
piece.
Antagonistic squad? I got it. They named after the sun. It's gonna be beautiful.
If it ain't got Gregorian chanting, I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Is it this one or is it the next time we hear it that has the like woman who sounds like she's
Oh, that's the next
Okay.
one. This one's the more chill with the guitar and stuff.
Yeah. There's a song later that also has chanting in it. And I tell Fort that as much as I like this song, I can't unhear the fact that it sounds like one side of the choir is on a sinking ship and they're trying to get the attention of the other choir.
Yeah, they have the Mumford and Sons problem where they build up to something a little more dramatic than is necessary. Where they slowly realize that the set's on fire.
They're trying to get everyone's attention, but the show must go on.
Alright, Mr. X time, let's do this.
He's got plot armor this time, right?
Yeah, his plot armor every time. Dude, they got shit to say. Come on, bud. Do a cool dive. There you go.
Cyclops, Strider, stop Mr. X.
This is Cyclops 3.
DMX!
We gotta eject. Cyclops 3 is bailed out safely. Don't worry, he's gonna make it.
I was gonna say the first time I heard the song, I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Well, like, it opens up and then they do, like, the Corona flight maneuver, and you're like, oh, shit, this... No other group in this game is actually meant it.
Yeah.
Time to take him for a ride.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's going after Wiseman.
No, you don't.
This is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. Waiting for the perfect shot, eh? Sorry,
And like up until this point, right? We know Mihai's been here a couple times, right? But like this is the first time that they're like, Mihai took off. Mihai's fighting you now. Like they've made it very clear this time, right?
Mihai.
Cam,
Mihai.
that's sweet.
Fall apart.
Never knew you cared.
No, we have this cinematic bit where they're gonna fly through this part of the city.
Let the wisecrack slide.
Hey, I'm being serious.
Sorry, I can't hear you. The sound of sinking city.
Nice. Fine. Give him one more.
Mihai, I don't know why you're so determined. I'm literally, well, I'm shooting you while you're trying to shoot someone else down. Not the most agile strategy.
You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot.
No, you didn't dish about it.
Bad pilot.
He's a dick though.
Wiseman, missile closing. I'll keep him on me. Just don't build
Yeah, so something I can't do in this game that they added was something you can literally do in flying called a post-stall maneuver.
Cyclops 1 is down. Cyclops 1 is down.
Where basically you use your plane's inertia to adjust your trajectory, like your vector, and then hit the thruster so that you can like, start taking them way off that way without putting too much strain on your airframe, which is really cool as a concept. It's something you can't do when you use the simple flight sticks because it's complicated. And I can't imagine the game engine would be like, well, we're gonna try to correct. Yep, there he goes. He just did it. He just did a sick fucking flip.
Do
He
a
showed
flip.
off like an asshole, like right on stream, right when I'm talking about the maneuver.
Mihai, do a flip!
Yeah, do a flip. Can you tag that for me?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. The display's getting weird.
On what side?
On the screen. Our screen.
What do you need to check?
No, it's
Oh, the plot.
it's yeah.
Oh, right!
It's user interface.
Sorry, for a brief second I was just like, wait a minute.
Yeah. You think you have a lot. You don't have me. You have your car.
Dude, where's my car?
Finish the job.
Okay.
Mr. Riggs, Trigger. Shoot it down.
Get him!
You can do it.
You get that boy, he gonna get him silver. Shoot down, go. Uh-oh.
My radar suddenly turned off.
Uh-oh.
Respond. My data won't update. Damn it. What was that?
Oh. Yeah, you can see it.
Oh, that's cool. We can actually see it.
Look at the sky, towards the sun.
Well, don't look into the sun though, guys.
See what?
Car? No, maybe an explosion?
What? What? Huh? This seems direct.
Soul Squadron, head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Yeah, look at that.
We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command.
I wish satellites were big enough that you can see the scratches on the fucking glass, Jynx.
Oh my god.
The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have
Yeah,
been after the
if you were to
operational
shoot down a
success.
satellite, I don't know if the explosion would be big enough to be seen from Earth. Most satellites are like the size of like sedans.
Unless they were shot and they're big enough and two re-entering. Not
Yeah.
like blown up, but re-entering.
Yeah, we're getting like outward. I think it's for dramatic effect.
It most definitely is for dramatic effect.
So Wiseman died for nothing? Yes, actually, you're right.
Did Wiseman go out? I forgot
Yeah.
he got shit down in this one.
Mihai shot him down.
Motherfucker! I forgot he shot him down!
Yeah, because he was chasing them around the
Right,
city.
I thought you distracted him long enough that he was fine.
I wish. Ooh.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusian territory.
Hi.
Other Allied aircraft have probably been forced to make emergency landings at other airfields. We don't know much. The mission to capture the capital is nearly complete, but we unfortunately have no intel.
They
The
haven't been
enemy
updating their
communication satellites
Instagram.
are down, and we have confirmed the deaths of several Erusian leaders. But our enemy was smart. They had a similar plan. Our own communication systems were destroyed at approximately the same time.
Oh, shucks. I hate when that happens.
We have no idea when or if
So if
they'll
you
come
missed
back
the
online.
opening.
Couldn't cut it as a wise man.
Details.
Couldn't cut it as a poor man either.
Good one. But yeah, if you didn't hear the start of the mission, the point of the mission was like a large scale operation, including shooting down their satellites. And what they just said is they shot down our satellites.
As far
No one
as
had
the
satellites.
chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger.
I'm
first.
Trigger. That's me.
Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly.
They took exception to that.
In an attempt to knock out each other's
Wow,
capabilities,
wow.
both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned.
Elon Musk was
What
pissed.
kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion.
It's a good thing we use fiber.
Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no
Took
idea.
down the internet.
Damn it,
Perhaps
Ralph.
There was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Ocean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here.
So the internet don't work that way.
Communications from corporate were cut off.
Well, then again, this is a
Apparently,
universe
the
where
entire
planes
computer
are the most
network was down.
viable military strategy,
It was a wise
because
decision
they're
to make
not
our
as
drones
expensive,
autonomous with AI,
and there
instead
aren't
of
nearly
being
as many
radio
effective
controlled.
ways of taking them down.
Wise and forward thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working
Or,
properly.
you know,
Sure,
you have a
the drones are still
veritable
working
pool of,
perfectly,
of people who are smart enough to
following
not
their
turn these
mission
things into
orders to the letter.
balls of aluminum sheets.
I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated.
I'm
I'll be
so
taking the
badass.
data I've
I can wear a
acquired away
lab
from
coat in
the
a
front
desert.
lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Episode 16, Last Hope. Alright, let's start looting up all the intel.
Russia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Eurasia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti.
They're
Let's
not
get to it.
that expensive.
Since the war began, we've been receiving
They're not that
communications
expensive
in
is the
secret
most
from an
military
officer
thinking
in the
I've ever
Erusian
heard.
army.
Right?
With the capital under our control,
Who's this
Russia's
Einstein-looking
radical
motherfucker?
element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatch from the Ocean Army.
Get him.
The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
Alright.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack.
I guess what I
However,
sit and
it is
spend
likely
some
that
the rest of the
Erusia's
game trying to
intelligence
figure out
department
is
and the
who
remaining
is the
forces
rebels
who
that
are
like
aware
who
of
are
the
the
officer's
Ocean
movements
convicts
will
that
interfere.
rebelled.
Keep a close
'Cause
eye
I
on the
just
officer and make sure he
Don't
stays
know.
safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Like who was doing what is what gets this
Take note
really
that our
hard. It's like, I know what
satellite-based
we were
IFF
doing, but
has
what does
become
that mean to
unreliable
everybody
following
else?
the recent
Right.
communications failure.
Alright, so this is where things get really
As such,
interesting,
target ID will be done by
mechanics-wise,
processing the images
because we
from
don't have
infrared
IFF
cameras
satellites
on your
anymore.
aircraft.
We don't,
Objects will
we can't
initially appear
tell
as
who's
unknown on your
friend or
lens,
foe
but
at a
will be
glance.
ID'd once you
So you
close
have
in
to
on
do
them
it by
for a set
sight.
period of time.
So effectively what they're doing is they're flying towards somebody and rolling their window down and making sure they can see a logo before they shoot.
Hey! You cool? Oh, he's not cool. Roll up the window.
Yeah. My dad used to say that military grade was just whoever bid the lowest price and barely met specs.
Yep, it's made by the lowest bidder. It's like, oh, we need something that can do this. We make something that can do that. Does it do it reliably? Ooh, good question. Hey, I got all the parts. Yay!
Yay. Patron of parts.
I am the patron saint of parts.
I want to eat something, but I'm still like bleh.
Just
Yes.
like that.
I'm still like bleh. This
Sucks.
sucks.
That sucks. This sucks.
It sucks. Sometimes.
Let's see. I'm getting bombed, anti-air missiles. Anti-ground missiles. Oh, that's...
I really like the idea. I know you never could, but I like the idea of someone rolling their window down on a plane to see if they can tell the guy next to them.
Hi!
like throws a tin can across with a string.
Strider Squadron, you're clear to
You know the
taxi.
password?
You just threw a can.
Oatmeal! Damn it, he did. Give it back. Give me the can back, dude.
I
Be cool.
I only got one can.
Throw it to a helicopter. Fuck. You know how expensive string is? I can't call Hobby Lobby, we don't have satellites.
Shouldn't call Hobby Lobby anyway.
A strange real Hobby Lobby where they aren't shitty people.
Unidentified Ocean craft. This is
Oh boy.
Captain Carl of
This
the
city's
Ocean
got a lot of
Army.
tracers.
Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting.
Are you really friendlies? Over?
Over.
You have to tell me, otherwise it's entrapment.
Airborne warning and control system for the Ocean Long Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right.
I'm not.
Lancaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of
Right, this is the Halo Wars sound level that doesn't
Yeah.
get more interesting.
Yeah, the ODST song.
The one city that you were Halo Wars.
Oh yeah.
It sounds almost exactly like it, except for it never actually builds like Halo Wars did. That's something straight out of Wacky Races. Yeah.
Just run if they shoot us, right? Always identify your target before you fire.
I have to make sure these are actually targets before I drop a very big bomb on them.
something I'll never get used to. But tonight has been a total shock.
I'm run right into these buildings.
One thing I love that they continue to try to do in Ace Combat games is show things from the ground. Because they didn't spend time on the ground, so that looked like a Hot Wheels car. And it was just like, hey, help this Hot Wheels car get to the rest of the city.
Alright. Yeah, I have to identify these before I drop the bomb, otherwise I might blow up allies and fail the mission. Good tank? Good helicopter? Good helicopter. One more yellow. You. Are you bad? Oh, you're bad. You're so bad. You know what? Let's be bad.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you. Understood.
Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route. It's Erusian.
They aren't responding aggressively.
General, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. The negotiations were successful, Caster. They've opened up a path for us. The more the merrier.
I wanted this song to be better.
Yeah, it just doesn't do anything.
It just makes me want to play Halo Wars, which is a very interesting thing to get out of an Ace Combat game.
Right.
Doing fucking Valkyrie now makes me want to watch fucking Ace Combat 7, so...
Can't see the tops of the roofs from down here.
You. Friend or foe?
Look out for enemy ambushes. We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208
Oh,
under
this
the
rocket
bridge.
truck fight. They
Taking the coastal
can't
highway the next ramp.
get a good angle on this one, bitch.
The use of drones makes
There we go.
Why don't people realize this? There's a strict curfew, but people gather in
Once again, Ace Combat reminding us that the most anti-war war game you ever did play.
Friend or foe? Friend or foe? Friend or foe? So there's good Erusians and bad Erusians. Because we captured the capital, but there's people who, like, still want to fight.
There's also good Ocean and bad Ocean, right? I never figured that out yet.
There was the Oceans who wanted to kill us in the DLC.
Oh, okay, hold on.
But that's really about it. Otherwise, Oceans generally the good guys, because, why not? You are upside down, sir? That was weird.
Sir, are you aware that you are now upside down?
It was on the ceiling.
You was on the floor.
Furniture's on the ceiling. The ceiling's on the floor. Ah. Checks out. You look bad.
Also, I love that his name is Captain Carl. I just feel like someone's out there being like, Carl!
Carl!
Those people.
That ruined satellites!
Are you Strider 1 or Strider 2?
I'm Strider 1. I'm cool guy. They wanted to show off the lighting in this level. It's like, look, it's nighttime, but the missile explosions, everything light up the buildings. It's like, that's pretty cool.
This is AWACS Argus. Those who can hear us are our allies. Your new orders are to dispose of Eduard Labarth.
Bless
The
you.
Ocean Army officer with him is an imposter.
We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous at Grunder Park. Captain Carl, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it.
So that plane had a red light on it.
Declaration of
Because it was a drone. There's no one flying that plane.
all the work of some younger
Not anymore.
officers.
Rubble.
So weren't you just given the order to kill this guy?
I think someone else was. I think we overcome that someone was an imposter in the group.
But that was another OC AWACS that told you to do it. That's why I was asking you about maybe like OC and OC.
I bet you there are absolutely bad OCs and bad
Military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belkan technology advanced UAV research was
Belkans!
flight tested by at least 10 years.
So this is when they're saying, hey, by the way, we like got convinced to start this organization though.
Because Belkans gave us really good tech.
Magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. Those of you listening in, am I wrong? We're heading towards Grunder Park. Rendezvous point
Grunder?
is the helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
Members of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians. An unknown is blocking our
Damn, you got a princess involved in everything. I don't know if you've been watching from the beginning, but Erusia's a monarchy, so.
Or it has a similar government to like England.
England, yeah, I guess. It was a monarchy, and so they have like a royal family. The princess is actually like a really cool character. I really like her.
Yeah, she's like Princess Diana.
That does seem like who they modeled her off of.
Oh, absolutely. The lovable, like, for the people, doing her best.
Trying to understand, being all out there. Yeah.
follows. 263 Tango 4, 199er Delta Lima.
Delta Delta Limo.
Officers are making the area too dangerous.
Lima beans.
They know nowhere is safe.
Bang.
Capital's fall has led to an
He's got a nice puppy and everything.
military.
She does have a beautiful dog. He's doing his best.
Good to know. In this day and age, there's still a princess to save.
I've got it taped. Nice and
She's not in trouble yet. She's technically the bad guy right now.
She's like, we gotta save the people for Erusia because Erusia is being manipulated by Ostia. They built the space elevator like dicks.
And then
Spending our
Zulu
money
went.
on a big passion project.
And armored vehicles behind us.
Armored vehicles? Not for long, fuckers.
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
One moment.
Taking fire. Take care of them.
We got it. It's fine. This is how I play Resident Evil 5, by the way. It's just kind of like I have the infinite rocket launcher, and so my co-op buddies are like, "There's someone behind me." Just a moment. Not anymore. There's not.
I'm gonna sit here being like, I need to be quiet because like I'm gonna accidentally give away plot points now because we're at that stage.
Ah.
Fools, they don't know is all they need is planes. Yeah, I still do find it funny that like in this world it is like totally like possible to be like, hey, we're getting chased by a car, come shoot it.
With a plane. I wish for you to bring this harpoon into this this sword fight.
Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood.
You guys are Stop being gangsters. Just... You like them apples. Come on, there you go. Are you one of the attentive ones? More of that drones just fly in straight lines.
Come shoot it with a fighter jet. Yeah.
We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit. There's more to Belkan technology than just you.
Don't go in the tunnel. People don't come out of tunnels.
For what was an astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Osean fighters. And then to assassinate Harley, put the blame on the enemy.
Oh, look, there's the explanation about what happened to Trigger.
But in the end, Belkan technology only brought chaos.
I've seen people do post-all maneuvers to like Mario Kart drift around this tunnel.
Harley's assassination.
I envy them.
We're talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger?
No, because I was implicated in a fucking plot.
Yeah, Trigger's just like, hey, you want to say that again to the court that says I'm a fucking criminal?
Cool, cool, cool. I was in jail!
How was your plot? Because I was in jail.
You having a good time in there? Huh? Huh? Not being in jail? Oh, you were also in jail, Count, but you were in jail.
I didn't actually realize that, like, I must have missed that the last 2 times you played through.
What's that?
Them actually explaining what fucking happened to Trigger. Like, I knew that, like, about which, like, who actually shot it, but, like, I'm still mad about the...
We were nearly done with it. I couldn't have asked for better timing.
The implications.
Yeah.
Glad to see the Oseans attacking the radicals. Maybe we should join up with them.
See you? Oh, no, you're good. You're good boys. Are you bad boys? Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Which ones get, which witches get...
I don't drop houses on people. I drop lots of gasoline that is ignited midair.
not being on suicide missions.
The allies are shooting at me! Stop it! That's not cool!
Rude?
First off, that's rude. Second off, like, please. You couldn't shoot me down even if you had, like, a really cool plan, which you don't, because my dad bought this for me.
On my 16th birthday.
And my quinceañera.
Actually, it was like the house races.
Yes, but I imagine a white person having a quinceañera would be absolutely insensitive about it.
Oh, yes, of course.
I have a 15th birthday and a 16th birthday. One of them gets to be a car, and one gets to be another car.
This is like, this scene is so boring.
Yeah, I guess I didn't want to get in the way of
All the chat,
all the exposition.
the radio drama going on here.
Oh, it's time, Tool.
In this darkest hour, we need a beacon of light to show us the way.
Yo, what's up? I got a little light on the tunnel.
This is the Erusian News Network.
This is ENN.
Okay, let's go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRS.
This is ENN. Erusian News.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
What's going?
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
All right.
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
I can get close. It's like my job.
Whoa, whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about
Count, why is that
killing
important?
civilians. No.
You have a girl in your fucking squadron.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 is she hot? She's a 12. Okay, I'm not allowed to do any, like,
Check footage.
gun
It does
things.
seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians.
It's you, asshole.
Schroeder.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
fire. Computer says yes.
They engage in witchcraft with Belkan technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknown's attacking the girl's plane.
Oh, they got red light.
Permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
They could be Osean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit. That's all we can do.
Like, I hate this point because I'm so frustrated with that little fuck in there. That shitty little Belkan fuck.
Oh, actually, I need to be paying attention to the yellow planes. My bad. You.
Like,
ID complete.
y'all understand what he's doing, right?
What's going on?
He's got him up there with him so he doesn't get shot down.
I'm shooting him down. Any
Because he
complaints?
most definitely should be getting shot down. But he brought out the girls with him, the granddaughters.
Alright. Let's get some work done.
Don't miss.
Aim
Don't
carefully.
miss.
Because they don't want to accidentally shoot them.
I thought he was just telling me, like, be a better pilot.
Yeah, no, yeah.
He's like, get on my neck.
That's why his response was uncareful.
Strider 1, missile launched.
What?
And so this mission pisses me off at this point. It's just like, you little shit.
You conniving fuck.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Because you already know he's shifty as fuck. Like, he's already, like, started to become shifty as fuck. And it doesn't help that he's also just like, cool, I know a way to get through a war zone. Here, granddaughters, come on onto this plane with me.
It's the only way to keep, you know, your dad compliant with all the science I'm doing.
Your grandfather.
What?
What was that? Nothing.
No, I got a mission failed.
No. Did they blow up?
Apparently. Yeah. Now we get the check up on the plane.
This plane is carrying civilians.
Yeah, we're up
We
here.
have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
So mad.
I'm coming running!
You little shit. So mad about
Not
this.
lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless he's a
Hostages.
soldier.
Yeah, it's effectively what he's doing, but they don't know they're hostages yet.
We've checked footage. It does
Now do
seem
me
to
a
be
big favor and stand in front of me so the guy in the building over the crossroad won't shoot me.
This craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind
Hey.
you, but do not attack the
Friend or
civilian
foe?
liaison.
You look ominous and bad, but I'm not sure.
That's the aircraft my grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
Hey, if you do me a favor, talk into the can. Dude, be cool. Be cool.
There are girls on the plane, man. Be cool.
Yeah, be cool. Oh, I'm in the plane.
Wait, unknown's attacking the girl's plane.
That's a sleaze.
He's a shit
To
stain.
engage.
Negative.
Okay, so these planes.
They could be Osean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right. I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Welcome.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 is
I don't know who Will is, but yes,
He's a cut.
William and Company.
Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
Mine.
No, mine.
No good. Shit. Strider 3 launching missile. Bandit destroyed. Well done.
You're in my way.
Enemy on your back.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did.
Locked on bandit.
Way to be useful.
Nice kills.
Thanks, Count.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
You know this.
The escort fighter is. Drive. We're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort is a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Longcaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
No, I'm not ready to shoot this guy.
If you hear me on this channel, Ocean Craft, those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What did you do?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down. Weapons free.
Oh, I'm 36%. I'm playing on easy.
Oh, right, okay.
Welcome. Understood.
Wilco,
I may be a fool, but I'm not like that.
You ready to launch? Our commands are overridden.
I'm waiting for permission.
Access you remotely. Which is behind this.
These are actually autonomous drones.
Yeah. And now there's actual, like, drones.
is the king of all dumbasses.
They're serpentining.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
We figured you were a little bored following a car around in a plane, so we're gonna give you something to do.
If you were bored following a car around in a plane, so now you're gonna follow a plane around in a plane? Hope you're having fun.
I am dizzy.
Yeah, I think we're right. Stop looking up there.
Adjusting? 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 Yeah. The music's still boring though.
Yeah.
That you're the plane I'm not supposed to shoot down, or else it ruins the plot.
Damn it. They don't have the drive they need.
You're missing the drive. They don't have motivation.
Enemy on your back. Have to be really functional. There has to be a time when it should not function.
Destroyed. 3 bandits to go.
They have to have data, aren't they?
stall warning. Stall warning. Stall warning.
Pull up.
No, I'm like, I don't have lift.
Show them what you got.
Pull up.
You're like way up there, but like not flying good. Like you say, you're flying bad. And let's see, man, who's? You're a bad guy. Get you. You're a bad guy, but that does not make you a bad guy.
1 bandit to go.
Come on, guys, shoot this thing down for me, so I don't have to come over here and do it myself. Oh no. Oh no, I missed.
Enemy on your back.
Oh. So deep.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see.
Cool.
Another story to tell my boy.
We get it, Jaeger. You have a kid. You made another human being. You're gonna tell him war stories, but like in a cool way, because I'm a cool guy.
Nice. General's helicopters flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay.
Who's following me?
All aircraft.
The
RTE.
dark- Oh, hey, I know you.
All
I love
hostiles
those moments where I actually know who's following me. Hell yeah. Whoa, 14? 14 notifications?
Yeah.
Alright, cats.
Cats.
People like my cat.
aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Ocean aircraft. Losing his army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake.
Ah, explanations with explosions because you're a cool guy.
General stuff.
Uh-oh.
We've lifted this missile. I can't.
Yo, what the fuck?
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Could you imagine being in a war zone and you're like looking out the window of a cargo plane like, it's dark, but I see 3 lines on that plane. Is that important? And the guy's like, excuse me, what?
We need to get out of here.
We're being followed by... Oh man, we could have been turned into a rotisserie chicken on a plane. Uh-oh.
In order to
We don't
respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby.
So the base is being
We'll head up too once our planes are ready.
I shot down an unknown?
And Labarth
That's
is
illegal.
dead. What did you say?
Good thing it was actually a bad guy.
Apparently, he was shot down by another Ocean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still.
Cross. Joss.
At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him cry.
Who's the commander?
No, you're gonna hear him crying.
Jameson Price is crying.
No! Someone go help Price. Can't do anything.
He's too good for this. Oh, dip.
The island we went to was supposed to have been secured by the ground forces. They hadn't gotten a handle on things by the time we got there, so now we were stuck in the middle of a half-assed campaign. My job was to get the planes ready for combat, making repairs and handing them over to our troop of cons. Thing is, the enemy still had the hangars. The comms were still down, so none of us knew what the hell was going on. The last transmission I heard before everything went to shit was that some prisoners from an Osean military penal unit rioted and managed to escape. They stole some jets and now they were flying around, taking out their former allies left and right. I wonder if any units like ours were out here, creeping around.
If only Bandog hadn't been a complete insufferable piece of shit.
Away at morale. Since the radio was out, it was quiet. I liked it better that way. All I heard was the gunfire. Here we were, walking around carrying rifles. We were pilots, damn it.
I'm still a
Friendly
civilian,
fire
got
will
it?
probably kill us.
Ooh,
You know things are desperate
spaceship.
when the guards that used to lock us into solitary are now telling us it's better we all stick together. I guess they think our odds of surviving this war are better that way. After walking for miles across the battlefield, we came across the wreckage of a plane.
And a
Passenger,
rose.
not military. I knew that rose.
It's Miliardo Peacecraft.
It was an Erusian liaison plane. The guard's dogs smelled something and took off. They led us to a cliff. And the bodies.
Today, I lost everything. When Osea attacked our capital, my father, a man who was never really suited to being the king, was killed. I was to be flown out of the war zone to safety, but the plane was shot down by rebels. The entire crew was killed in a crash.
Rebels.
Soldiers appeared and one shot at me. My dog went after him and shot him to pieces.
The good boy.
He was my best friend. After all those speeches I gave about working together
Who shoots a golden retriever?
I thought
Assholes,
everyone
that's
felt
who.
the same as I did. I'm sure the soldier who shot at me knew I was the princess of Erusia. He was Erusian too. More soldiers have come. Now, there is no one left to protect me. I am so numb, I cannot move. I watch as one of their dogs approaches. It sniffs mournfully at my dead friend. I wonder if it grieves for him as much as I do. I can barely think. I feel weaker by the minute. I don't know who these soldiers are with, but I managed to take a sip of the water they gave me.
How long have you been here?
Somehow, I muster the courage to answer the woman's
5
question.
minutes.
I tell her I've been there 3 days. They gather around me with grim looks on their faces. What would they do if they knew I was the Erusian princess?
Hang on.
After searching the cockpit of the plane, the woman who spoke to me
Yeah, that
before
huge
came
ass
back to
radio.
me.
This is an air-to-ground tactical radio.
Dude, there's Pez in here.
It still works.
I noticed she walked with a limp. She knelt down next to me and asked her companions to give me some food.
We
And
girls
then,
gotta
very
stick together.
softly, she said,
They're all assholes, don't worry about it.
You see, I used to listen to your broadcasts, Your Royal Highness. Just what did you see here?
Again, better at showing like the consequences of war. than like everything.
Well, yeah, because they don't celebrate it.
Yeah.
Okay, enough talk. Your opinions have all been taken into consideration. Beyond the seizure of Farbante, which is important, and support the Erusian officer. At this point, I just don't know what our strategy is, or what our mission will be. Radio communication is still patchy for both the military and civilians.
I can eat it.
So we're getting
cut it into bite-sized pieces too, so it's not really as bad.
Still, with countless Erusian forces in the area,
Your
it's too
bite-sized,
dangerous for us to stay around here waiting for a miracle. Now, regarding Count's suggestion to think about
There's Megalith on the map.
self-defense,
Let's not.
Yeah.
we should make a break for Tyler
That is one of my favorite
It was
moments.
a large ocean
Someone put it on the
base for
subreddit, and I'm like, oh, Megalith is on here. And he does like, oh, for Count's suggestion for self-defense. Let's not do that.
Will get us to the space elevator without refueling. It's also a transport facility for supply ships that
Although,
provide
I would
drones and
admit,
ammo for arsenal
I'm a little
purposes.
disappointed that we
For the
don't
Ocean forces that are
like,
looking
get
to
to go there.
reclaim
Get
the
to see
space elevator,
Megalith in
those
beautiful
are two
HD.
great reasons.
Yeah,
in its
I mean, you don't really get to see Megalith
favor.
in
If everything
4
goes according to
either.
plan, the base may already be an ally.
You don't get to see Megalith, dude.
It's like, man, these polygons look real epic as fuck right now.
It won't be easy to
What
seize
island are we
control.
taking?
The ground troops
Tyler Island.
The transport route to Osea for supply ships should be available.
It's where they usually launch supplies for the spaceships.
It sounds familiar though.
Tyler Island was one of the forward bases in 4.
Pretty
Okay.
easy to suppress.
I just want to go home, man.
Me too. With that look on your face, Trigger, I know exactly what you want.
Fly into the ground on accident?
Ready to kick ass,
You got
and
it.
So am I.
Damn straight. We're with you, Trigger.
It's decided then. Let's get all the aircraft and haul ass to Tyler Island. Although we can avoid the Arsenal Bird's anti-air network, there's still
Oh, by the way,
remnants from the
Arsenal
explosion
Bird's still out there.
forces. I want to get
Don't
to
worry,
the
it can't go
island
nearly
without
as far
getting
because of the
unnecessary
successful
conflict.
war we had
Make a
beforehand.
fast craft and fix it how you want. Pack for a long trip, but remember, if you drag your ass, you'll get left behind.
Also, don't drag your ass, it is impolite. Sky conditions. Clouds. Cloud cover. Clouds. Now it's October.
By the way, clouds.
Did you know there's clouds up there? Those big old dang old white things up there? Clouds. Huh. Never knew. Anyway, laser beams.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
I'm gonna get in this big car. I'm gonna go to the store and get some milk. That is a fighter jet, and I don't think they have any milk left. No! I don't want it! You know, that's why they can't give Strider a voice, because imagine if he sounded like me, just sitting in a fighter jet, just like, no!
This is dumb. You're all dumb.
Stick with Trigger and you'll make it. I'm ready for responsibility. I'm going to take a nap.
But I want to put an apple in it.
Something's not
At
right.
least
You can put an apple in what?
my tummy still hurts.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have an apple anyway, because at least if I'm gonna be miserable, I'm just gonna have yummy food when I do it.
Honey crisp.
Wagtail is on the Ocean landing.
Oh,
What's going
oh,
on?
that's right.
Friend of
What
us?
did you say?
Friend of us? You're a friend. You a friend? You're a friend. Do you live or die today?
This is the AWACS
The wagtail? Aw.
aircrafts in your area belong to the LRSSG.
Yo, frankly, I love the idea of a ship called the wagtail. It's like, well, it was originally the Dachshund, but no one could spell it on the side of the boat.
Update us on Tyler Island.
They're on the run.
8:30. How are we doing on time?
I mean, we're on mission 17? Yeah. Should be able to make it by 10, I believe. There's a lot of cutscenes, though.
Understood. We'll do what we can.
Friend Earth out.
Ocean forces. Take out
Foe.
any hostiles.
Got it.
Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Well, they're fucking taking advantage of me. I have to follow the rules of engagement. They're just like, this asshole looks like trouble. And they're shooting me.
What's going on, but shit.
Yeah, war is hell, in a way. It's my understanding that not all hells are created equal. This is the hell where innocents die and people shoot dogs. And then the dogs are also present. Oh yeah. You get to pick which one you want. What I can't remember is if there's any specific targets, or if I'm just kind of going for like, you guys just keep talking, and then I'll do some more quality talking. Oh, nope, that's a target right there. Ooh. One thing I'll admit I think this game does a bad job of is like acknowledging that when a missile runs out of fuel, it doesn't just stop existing. I've seen evidence that missiles just stop existing. I think you're just not paying attention. Do your research. What? I got it. They've identified me as well. They're being real mean about it. You. How about you? I like how the drone has allegiance. The one complaint I have about Bioshock is that boiled water has allegiance. Because it's all steampunk. Hi, Sam. Bye, Sam.
It's the Ocean military. Don't they know they're on the same side? We'll be firing at each other. This is AWACS Longcaster. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
They're going to take care of the Belkans.
Everybody panic!
You guys got out alive. You have time to figure it out. We only need an hour shot. We need the advantage to pin the enemy down.
It's my ex, Sam. Bye, Sam.
Thanks. But before we make it in time, a landing ship is waiting for you. Right. You leave your dude in. This will guarantee us the one-way ticket to hell.
Ammo targets? You.
Wait, this is that runway. Is that where you're going, Arthur?
No, that's on a different continent altogether. But it's the exact same kind of idea. Oh, there's some planes.
Multiple bogies from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogies. Take them down if they're hostile.
Understood.
I have good news and bad news. Probably hostile. I'm not sure if that's good or bad news. You get to figure it out.
Cyclops 3.
I'm just a guy who shoots stuff down. You decide that's good or bad news.
Heard that line before.
Damn it. In this crazy mess, I've got plenty to pay attention to other than your dirty ass.
Have I got news for you?
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogies. Identify them.
Oh!
Oh.
Strider 1 has crashed.
plane you can actually hit.
Strider 1 hasn't just crashed a long counter, he just exploded.
He crashed into a bomber. How far does this take me?
What's up, retreating Ocean forces? Take out any hostiles in their area.
Not the very beginning, but beginning enough to be annoying.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The illusions are even...
I think I need to identify the good guys in order to find the targets, because they're the ones that get attacked by the bad guys. But I only need to target the bad guys that are shooting the good guys.
Oh, this is when we find about the refugees.
Yeah.
Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here?
It's all crazy
Is
people.
this what you guys call government around here? Shit. Oh, so there's 3 helicopters. Inside you, there are 3 helicopters.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mesh driver. The supply ship and the munitions depot is highly combusted and it's pilot locked.
Go with us. The enemy ACC from there.
Ah! Psyched you up.
Push him back. Fire. Fire at will.
Can someone else shoot these helicopters? They're basically pinatas with rotors. Apparently my missiles are kind of done working. They clocked out.
They clocked out early.
Oh, so you made these. No, mine would actually hit.
Ship is waiting for you.
Right. We leave the wounded. This will guarantee us a one-way ticket to hell. Pretty sure we're there already.
It's the Ocean military.
Don't they know they're on the same side?
They don't.
Firing at each other. This is AWACS Lancaster. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal. You guys got out alive. You have time to figure it out. We just need to buy some time. From the May until Operation Breathing Time.
I count 12 dead bodies.
Move them away from the mass driver.
Some of them class. Spaceport's nearby, so they could be researchers and their families. Most likely, they were involved with Belkans. Our guys need to have the enemy near this place. What do we do now?
I don't like you shooting me.
Retreat looks good. Strider 1, we've identified the unknown targets.
That goes good. The tank's left, but they're running on fumes and low on ammo.
Alright.
Echo 13, all hostiles are down.
All hostiles. There are many others.
We'll see how far we can go.
But these are mine.
Get that heavy armor at the front line. Don't stop.
Quit craning your neck. Our guys will take care of this.
Calling friendly birds. Take out the hostiles in our area. Get us out of this hellhole.
Like, unfortunately, like, this one's relevant, but it's boring as hell.
Yeah, it's not a lot of fun. There are certainly more fun missions.
Which is funny to me because, like, this thing ramps up from, like, 0 to 20 in the next 2 missions. Or 0 to, like, 70.
Yeah.
But this one's just like... And then the hard rock guitars in the back being like, is it our turn yet?
I'm waiting for my turn.
You'll know.
But how will I know it's my time? When I put my hand on their shoulder like so.
Have to leave our boys to die.
Understood. Destroyed.
Three strikes, count to 3, and the enemy's gone.
Our last vehicle has been destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving. Hit the gas
Yes, I did.
Now, mission complete. Wait, multiple bogeys from the east.
There we go. Now I gotta make sure not to hit one of these planes with my plane.
We need to ID the bogeys. Take them down if they're hostile. Understood.
Cyclops 3, stop fluttering about and stay glued to my ass. I've heard that line before.
Damn it. In this crazy mess, I've got plenty to pay attention to other than your dirty ass. Visual.
Like an eagle.
It's like a lot of planes.
You're near an armada of bogeys. Identify them.
I feel like they're like really spread out.
Identification complete. It's
There we
Russian
go.
bombers and their escorts. Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers, or they'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
Launch control, this is flight leader. All systems ready. We are a go for launch. This is launch control. The enemy is closing. Confirm launch readiness. Affirmative. This is our last
Wouldn't
chance for
use the
Operation
lasers.
Beacon. Launch control. Roger that. Warning. Enemy has a beat on you.
Where's
Only
this?
half the bombers remain.
There you are.
We
Found
can't
it.
let even one get away.
Hey, you. Dumbass with a scarlet tail.
Hey!
I need you to help some people. There's a group of refugees surrounded by Rouge's tanks right here. Needless to say, their future's not looking too bright.
This is a secure military line. Who is this?
Oh no, my throat's scratchy. This is bad.
Lancaster, she's an ally. Trigger and I'd know that voice anywhere.
That voice. So you're still breathing, Sir Count.
Here, let me have a word. Hey, it's been a while.
Actually, it is pretty bad. My throat's all dry now.
Remember, stick with Trigger and you'll make it.
I have a bit of intel for you. We'll share
Spare 11. He still has that tag. That's funny.
Count me in.
Tabloid's one of my favorites, y'all.
All enemy bombers have been destroyed.
We did it.
Okay,
We?
Scrap Queen, send us the target coordinates.
I was thinking about how I'd do that.
Don't you have a laser target indicator?
Why would she?
Okay, sir. It's who's taking us to the enemy's doorstep, not me. Wait, you moron!
I love her to death.
Wait! What are you doing, dumbass?
Getting help.
Here, attack right here.
Exactly.
Lancaster, we got the location of the
I love how she's just like, fuck it, man. There's no other way. We're all gonna die anyway.
That's them. All aircraft, we just updated your threat matrix via data link.
My
Take out
threat
those
matrix
targets.
via data link.
Don't miss. We don't
I
want to hit
just-
the pretty ladies down there.
We, myself, and I.
I have a minute to do a lot of work.
Good job. The enemy tanks are too. I don't think I could even do anything without scrap.
My lasers are precise.
I really like the princess because she's just like, fuck it, none of you guys are gonna do anything. Here's a canister.
That takes care of them. No civilian casualties. Nice going. Do you hear the singing?
Begin terminal countdown. Pressure stable. Cooling system is on.
Lancaster,
Yeah, that's the big,
Sending intel.
long
Oh,
runway.
right, yeah.
Soldiers are defected. The supply ships will be launched soon.
Yeah, that is valuable information.
That doesn't sound good.
In fact, you can say it's bad.
Not sure. Heard it from a man who said he wanted to atone for his sins. Up to you to trust him or not.
Understood. Good luck. Releasing safety.
I can see them. They're actually on there.
9,
The planes, like, if you look here, you can see them.
5,
We shoot them in advance. We ruin the direction of this game.
1. Launch.
This is what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
3. The mass driver is accelerating.
Uh-oh. Yeah, we, myself, and I.
Yeah.
Oh, that I had no check.
Mass driver. If the supply ships make it to the arsenal bird, they'll be able to resupply it. They may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about. We have no choice but to take down the supply ships before they can get within the arsenal bird's air defense network. You've got to hurry or you're not going to make it.
I'm flying fast as I can, Lancaster.
All aircraft remain on high alert. We got bandits coming on radar. You're gonna have to forget about them for now. Focus on destroying that supply ship first.
We're sitting ducks like this.
Let the supply ship get too far away, we'll never be able to catch it.
20, if you're still on, for it laughing, it was laughing at what we said. Oh, burst missiles, yay!
Yeah, that's more Helios.
Looks like that's one of them down. Remember,
And
there are
this
two supply ships out there. Hurry up and shoot the other one down.
It's so pretty. I went flying to these storm clouds because, like, holy shit, it's really cool.
Wow.
Fireworks. This thing had any windows, we could have seen it for ourselves. Nice work, team.
We're gonna find ourselves a boat and leave this island.
Yeah, you never see this bit.
With any deserters from the Erusian military.
Who's the girl that ran at the tanks with the smoke canister? A few more crazies like her and life's down there.
Like, yeah, so if you guys understand what the princess did, she grabbed a smoke canister and ran at
What
tanks.
would have happened to those refugees if you hadn't intervened?
I'm having, like, one of those moments,
What happened?
like, when Metroid Prime first happened, and everyone's just kind of, like,
That's why I like the
just
sky.
run Samus into, like, a waterfall, like, whoa. Oh, wow, my canopy's freezing up.
Does this mean we're that much closer to ending the war?
No, we just basically prevented it from going on forever. Count's right. We have no choice but to return to our original base. Our base that is nearly out of food and fuel. We need to do something.
Oh. Could you imagine this game in VR? Sweet lord.
I do get sick.
I would do it. I'd absolutely play this in VR, even if I did get sick, because, like, they did the work.
Yeah.
There's a series of comics from Metroid Prime where they said, like, Samus, like, walk outside, like, a steam vent, like, just, like, and just starts, like, whoa. Or jumps into lava, sees, like, the lava bubble up over the visor. Dude.
Take a seat. Everyone's here. All right.
Everybody get in here.
Good work in sinking the supply ships. Not to mention saving the refugees. However,
We didn't
we're in
plan
no
for that.
position to start celebrating. Even the commander here is starting to fray from the stress. Can't say I blame him. Now, Tyler Island is in a state of complete anarchy.
Anarchy.
This base isn't safe either. The faces you see around you are the only friends we've got. Take a good look.
Go make friends now. You gotta play in each other's sandboxes.
Alright, where are we? Oh, dip.
We found a boat, then sailed away from the island. We had
Wow,
to.
look how pretty it is.
We
Yeah.
didn't belong there. The new guy's name was George.
Hi, George.
I noticed when the anarchist said his name, he said it with a thick Belkan accent. How did you know that he was from Belka?
Well, both my parents were from Belka, so...
You never told me that. They say that Belkans are known for their conspiracies.
That's just a stereotype. Now, I simply stated my honest opinion and was thrown in jail for it.
Love you, Tava.
I think hot dogs are sandwiches. Jail!
The princess
1,000 years
acted
jail!
miserable. That was a dumbass stunt she pulled back there, but it got us on this boat.
Can someone get her a pair of pants? She's in a
Take a
dress.
look at
No.
that. This ship is
It's
heading
our
for a
crime.
single rope that's hanging down from the sky. Do you know how far the end of that rope reaches?
Outer space.
Final frontier.
No. It is
Yeah, go
a
for it. Take
direct
it away.
connection to the very potential of mankind itself. Or at least it was until war erupted.
Oh. Man, that boat's real far away.
It's my strong belief that
We're making fun of it because
the
we've
rope
already-
might be
but
connected
it's like,
to
this
a
is
very
legit.
distant,
Yeah.
faraway source of great conflict and strife. Even long before the war, the whole world started falling apart once Harling began trying to build it. I often wonder what was going through Harling's mind when he was trying to destroy the very thing that so many people were sacrificed in order to create.
Sacrificed? What do you mean?
Have you seen all of those countless old space shuttles on Tyler Island that are no longer in use?
Yeah. I always thought of them as a good source of scrap. They're an obsolete technology that was abandoned during the construction of the space elevator. Which would mean that if the space elevator was destroyed, it would be that much harder for mankind to reach the stars. Until we find another way.
But even then, Harling still went ahead and tried to destroy it. At the cost of his own life.
That's not the way I heard it. What I heard was that he sacrificed himself to protect the tower from an incoming missile.
Oh, I was told he tried to fly his ship into the tower in order to destroy it.
I appreciate the discussion of
propaganda. I wonder which story is true,
Yeah.
Your Royal Highness.
I don't know.
Or third story.
Looking at it objectively,
Man, I do not know how to fly.
It's reasonable to believe that Harling had both options before him.
When it comes to which one you think he took, I guess it's like a mirror.
Yes, it is. It's like a mirror looking into your own soul.
Does literally no one have like a washcloth?
You're by the ocean!
At the moment,
take your raggedy ass dress and wipe off your face!
Unless it's bruising. Could be bruising.
Could be bruising.
I think that thing should be destroyed.
No. I think it's beautiful and I love it.
She doesn't know yet.
Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah.
20, if you're still able to hold on, the next mission is the one you want to see, not this one, but the one following.
Yeah. I can do this one pretty quick.
Anyway, it looks like the seizure of Tyler Island.
And then good luck not wanting to watch the mission following that one. But, you know.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we just have to do what we can to
survive. 2 missions away from the end, everybody.
If there's this one, and then, yeah.
Erusian forces have separated into smaller, autonomous factions.
2 missions plus this one, so 3 technically.
It looks
I always
like
don't count the one
largest
wrong.
force and leading faction will pass through the area
Counting's
around
weird.
this base. The space elevator is significant to them.
Take your raggedy ass self and take a shower. You're in the ocean.
Princess, look respectable, please. I don't care if we're in a war. You have an image to maintain?
Yeah. It's not like we
look at you, Cinderella, covered in crap.
Real reason to put up a fight.
Again, I love her so much.
But what are we going to do?
Got some more on you.
And I love how Scrap Queen has been covered in oil this entire time. Like nobody gave her a shower.
Well, she's a queen. There's a difference.
Castle that's been converted into a
she's pulling rank.
Shalaji Castle. It's currently occupied by some of the Erusian forces that broke off.
Right?
Yes, Shalaji is one of his names.
One of his many names in there.
He's a man of many names.
That's why I had to ask, because he had like 8
we can expect them to have the capacity for air combat.
Including Ignatius.
To handle in Erusia's lead
there were just a lot there.
Well, we can't use all our aircraft to attack. The transport carrying the stolen supplies needs support.
No one showers the queen.
Okay, Strider Squadron. You head out first and neuter the dogs at the stockpiling base. Rendezvous with Cyclops Squadron, who will bring the transport. Then we bring the supplies back to this base. Got it.
Aircraft are our only threat.
Sounds good.
Mihai, Dimitri, Margareta, Cornelio, Leopold, Blanca, Carol, Aeon, Ignatius, Raphael, Maria, Nikitas, A. Shalaji. Or Mihai A. Shalaji for short.
Like, I still can't believe that DC Douglas was able to read that entire thing without laughing halfway through. I want the outtakes where he could.
I want the build-up where they hand him the piece of paper and he just goes, you forgot to delete some of these from your draft.
It reminds me of like when fucking Percy introduces himself the first time and everyone's just like, wait, what? In Critical Role.
Percival.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to know his name by heart because I was helping forge.
Practice?
Yeah, practice the accent. Alright, let's do some work.
No Ocean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target.
You got it.
We've set a number of priority targets, focusing on their anti-aircraft weaponry. Okay, team, get to work.
Target locked.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm here to fuck up shit.
Fire anyway. We don't have time to be wondering if they're friendlies or not.
So, capture this base and take the fuel and supplies. That's the plan, right, Trigger?
Sounds like pillaging. I'm all game for it.
I hate the fact that I can't say yes or no.
Yeah, I kind of wish they hadn't taken that from 5. It's like weird what they kept and what they took out.
Yeah.
Back to our rear position. Retreat.
There are more vehicles along the road. They don't appear to be military.
I guess they just didn't want to do dialogue.
Must be fleeing since the conflict got worse.
I guess we know.
Yeah.
Unidentified aircraft. Identify at once or we'll open fire.
Ah, fucking fight me.
Talking about? They already are firing on us.
Fire the salmon
The enemy's confused. I know.
We're all out of ammo. Don't give up. We're not going to lose our country again. Fire whatever.
So what's this faction split from the Russian military? The autonomous state of Shalashi used to be a nation. The region has always leaned towards independence. Those who want to restore their homelands flock to it. Apparently,
Percival Frederickson von Hussel Kowalski Dworzak III.
Oh wow, okay, Mihai hasn't beat.
Yeah.
Mihai hasn't beat.
By at least 6 names.
Yeah.
but not our friends.
Thanks for looking that up, though, Sky.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, I want the behind the scenes when they handed it to DC Douglas, or when they handed it to the Japanese voice actor who plays DC Douglas as counterpart,
Resistance is strong.
and both of their reactions to being like, what the fuck?
You're joking. You're joking! I can't believe my eyes! Happy Halloween. Alright, cool. More missiles! There's
Coming up on the castle.
always Dumbledore.
Let's hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies.
I don't know Dumbledore's whole name. I know there's Albert or Albus or some shit name.
Don't say that. This is for our
Seriously, though, I don't think that anything beats Mihai's. Right? I feel like so I feel like what they did is they went out to each of the writers, right? And just said, give me a name.
Give me a royal name. A lineage.
And then they just put them all together. Like, they didn't tell anybody what they were doing, they just, like, individually pulled them in.
That would make sense, yeah.
And then when they were just like, so what name did you pick for Mihai? Oh, we just took all of them.
They were all really good, sir. We can't fit this. We pay by the hour!
vehicle confirmed destroyed.
He's SAG-AFTRA! You can't just do that! We have a budget!
It's fine. They're only gonna say it once. It'll be worth it.
Once.
Like, that scene is supposed to be super, like, important, but I'm laughing because of how ridiculous the name is.
It's a silly.
And I feel bad because, like, but, like, nothing in English, or, like, in like, the world has that level of just put all the names together. Like, even the Germans who are incredibly descriptive.
Yeah, I mean, yes. What's the...
No one in the chat.
Albus Percival, Wulfric, Brian, Dumbledore?
Oh.
Brian?
Brian! Yeah, no, see, Mihai still hasn't beat.
Elizabeth?
Elizabeth.
Hitler.
You want me to get the full name for... I'll get the full name for Mihai. Let me grab Mihai's full name. In the meantime, if you want to make sports life harder in Bloodborne, donate here. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Not something
Yep.
Brian.
Brian.
And if you want to know who that money will go to, you can check this out. Now, let me go and get Mihai's full name.
Yeah, it'll be really good timing because I just took care of all the targets.
How do you spell his name?
Mihai, M-I-H-A-L-Y.
Alright. Getting to takeoff speed
Y.
inside
And then you space and then just put S-H-I. Yeah, no, that's a mess.
That's not the real one, though.
Soul Squadron. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. Now here's the one with a sinking ship.
You're in violation of airspace. We're at war. You're in violation of airspace.
Land immediately and hand over your planes and base to us.
Where is his phone? Oh my goodness, here it is.
It's right at the front of the wiki article.
Alright. For everyone's enjoyment, Mihai's full name.
Now you say it.
Yeah, Ignatius is like the third, right before Raphael. There's Maria in there. There's a Blanca. There's a Carol.
What's that?
With a K.
Yeah.
3 to go. Don't let them work together. Back up trigger.
What was the one like you had a name you wanted?
Oh, he's a famous like German philosopher. Uh-oh.
I don't want the
smoke.
Yeah. But it was too hot, I accidentally put it on the lid.
Oh, I'm not allowed to shoot this guy down.
Plot armor!
Oh shit. Right.
What?
It's time. For the music.
Oh. Sinking ship.
It's back. And it's got a railgun.
It sucks that I want to like turn it up so we can hear it, but we can't. Can you turn it up a little bit?
Uh-oh, I gotta... Woohoo, that's so pretty!
This aircraft, you must find your own sky.
Is that gonna be too loud though?
Don't waste your life dedicated to reclaiming that which you call home. Furthermore, you must find someone to guide you. I'm not that person. Mihai. Hostile team squad will be retreating. Those fighting below are advised to temporarily withdraw. Don't die. As long as we're alive, our hopes and dreams live on. Hey, look at the color of that plane. Damn, that's the flames of hell. Time for payback.
What are you gonna do?
It's no good. I can't get close enough.
Leave it to Trigger. The rest of us will just get in the way. Rest form a perimeter to catch whatever slips through. Welcome. Might just cost us our lives.
Shut up, Count. You're useless.
Mobility is still unfazed. Keep up the attack.
Somebody guide us. I can't think of anyone other than you. We need to get Mihai taught me something. Drone fighters don't move. They have no place in the cosmos.
Oh, I hit him. Uh-oh, I gotta move.
That plane exploded.
Unidentified aircraft. Land your plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own?
That's funny. It seems like one of your pilots is also fighting alone.
Look at Mihai watching Poetic. They learned from Pixie though. It's like, okay, we gotta make it so we can't shoot him down until he's done talking.
Perhaps it would have been best to entrust the future to pilots like that. Let me test him then to see if he's truly worthy.
The music's intense as hell.
Yeah.
It's like the sky's been sliced wide open.
And then seeing he's in the box so we get some good crinklies.
That bastard moving in a way that minimizes the damage even when he's hit.
Dude, it's lasers.
Firing those missiles until you blow him to pieces.
Fire him a laser.
No, you can't just spam bosses with laser beams. Laser plane gopher. I have flares, fucker.
This weapon is not enough to take down 3 strikes.
No, it's not.
This aircraft is my body.
You need some help.
Not enough. Then I must put my soul into it.
Am I gonna baptize you in or whatever the fuck with the plane?
There are pilots like you in every generation.
Hey!
And I've found every last one of them.
Hi.
The reason I said A is because if you watch the trailer, you're like, well, yeah, you recognize that.
Such a good line.
Fox 2.
Boom!
It's a hit. The unidentified aircraft is going down.
He got him.
Oh, okay, I guess I'm just flying straight ahead.
Splash the bandit.
Even speed, even altimeter. It kind of removes the like the climax of it, but also at the same time, they don't want you plummeting into the earth.
Yeah, there's that line, can you hear me?
To my ego. I unleashed pure chaos upon
Did he crash into the castle?
No, he just crashed.
What does it mean?
I don't think this war is over just because we shot down these tracks. Yeah, it's gonna take something else entirely.
Look at this castle. It's a really nice castle.
So C jumped in the box and Jura took his place. Real nice castle.
Mission accomplished. You've once again captured a castle. You feel big? You feel strong? Feel good about that?
20, I don't know if you're still on. I'm also messaging you on Facebook.
It's time.
It's time.
Damn, you shot down that guy real good. He took a lead lasers out of a little special plane there. Yeah, I know. This is a story I'm going to tell my son. You'll tell your son nothing.
The resupply went well. We should be okay on food and fuel reserves for a little while at least. Luckily, the rumor that the Erusian army is advancing nearby is only
She almost made it, but she went to bed.
There's no sign of them from the skies. Rumors. This is what
It is 9 o'clock though.
Yeah.
I totally nailed our time frame.
We got one good fact.
Thank you. 9 o'clock, just like you thought.
It was an advanced model of the XO2 Wyvern. It was developed in the last Continental War.
And that
Erusia had a
included
lot
even
up their
like when you went
sleeves.
down once.
Apparently, they were even supposed to have Belkan aircraft back in the First War. What if Trigger couldn't shoot it down? Just thinking about it gives me chills. We're lucky to be here. In war, you never
We're in the
know
presence of
what's lurking behind the
greatness.
So I have a complaint about this mission, but I won't say anything until we're in the credits.
Yeah.
Solid chain of command, rest periods after sorties, a battlefield where you know friend from foe. All of that's gone now, lost in a fog of confusion.
Fog of war is
Feels
real.
like a distant dream.
Yo, I'm glad that he's really selling it for this like soliloquy.
Yeah, it's just like everyone just looks at him and is like, dude, we know?
We all get a moment, but like, dude, are you okay?
When we got to the mainland, we found the space elevator's support facility.
Hi,
I guess
welcome
this
to
was the
ISEV.
factory where they built the gigantic structure the elevator traveled in. There was this little girl sitting in front of a mural. When the princess
It's a
saw
cool
her, she
painting,
shuddered
too.
like she'd
Oh,
seen
yeah.
a ghost.
Does that
The
do
girl
with
had
the
a stuffed
bird?
animal. This was the day after the shit went down at Tyler Island.
She looks like a little sister.
Yeah. Oh, is this
She
the bad
walked right
scene?
up to the princess, took her hand, and led her into the factory. One thing's for sure, they knew each other. The factory'd been converted to a production
borrowed this
line
from Metal
for
Gear
Illusion
Solid.
drones.
Using
It was
like
fully
live action
automated
footage.
and chugging
I'm just
along,
making the joke
making
because
drone
like
after
Metal Gear Solid did the same
after
shit.
drone.
Yeah.
But like,
Don't do that though.
yeah.
Once they got inside, the princess stopped and just stood there.
Servers are
Another girl was
expensive.
there with a man in a lab coat. He was trying to use his keyboard, but she wouldn't let him. She took a data chip and threw it on the ground. Then she walked over to us and took the gun from the prison guard's holster. She pulled the trigger and destroyed the chip.
That's pretty good.
Later, I found out that the girl with the gun and the one with the stuffed animal were sisters. They were also the granddaughters of Mihai A. Shalaji, the
Glad you didn't go through
legendary
the whole thing.
pilot.
We're still here.
Gramps
talking.
used to talk about him. He said Mihai was the top ace from 2 wars ago.
So that would have been before.
Know any
4.
Belkans? Because this guy was a Belkan, and they love to stir shit up. Pitting nations against other nations is a particular favorite of theirs, along with developing hyper-advanced technology.
That's right. I'm Belkan, born and raised.
He's an asshole.
My country is
You're
gone.
an asshole.
Your name's Schroeder,
Rather than
one of the most
surrender to its
German
enemy,
names on the planet.
Belka detonated
I would
7
never saw
nuclear
this
weapons
coming.
on its own soil.
For those of you who
My
aren't
people
big Ace
scattered
Combat
around the
fans,
globe, living in the
Belka
shadows
is
of other
Germany.
countries.
It's basically
We
Germany.
had a new purpose: to breed wars. The theory was that through war, we could achieve our destiny and our revenge.
can you believe that, you little weirdo?
I had just finished inputting Mihai's data when his granddaughter came in. She destroyed the only copy I had of the information I squeezed out of him. The girl loved Mihai, No one knew more than her just how hard I pushed her grandfather for that data, how much I made him sacrifice in the process. I promised his granddaughters that his efforts were not in vain, that it could end this terrible war. But in the end, it only caused more chaos and despair. We were responsible
It's not
for
real
all
though.
this
It looks
damage,
real, but it's not.
all this tragedy. Now, we were going to pay
Yeah, I
for
think
it.
there's real assets
The
combined with
Erusians,
fake
once our
assets.
allies,
that's real
would
big.
see to that. I had lost the drive to continue my work, even before I noticed Mihai's granddaughters eyeing me with suspicion that one day. I should have stopped then. For all our
I have
sakes.
regrets. No, you don't. Not really, you little shit.
Mihai's granddaughter tossed the gun aside. She said if she resorted to killing, she'd just end up like the rest of us. And by us, she meant everyone, including the princess. Like me, the princess was afraid to look into the girl's eyes.
She had a gun.
She
Not
knew
anymore,
that by
she runs.
encouraging her people, she kept the war going. Mihai and his granddaughter were victims of it, and now they too were paying the price.
Is this for Belka? Or for Erussia? My grandfather had only one wish, to continue soaring through the endless skies. That was the only place where he felt alive. But I don't even have a country to call home, let alone the sky. The Black Forest, the lake, they are no longer mine. Even though those lands were once cherished by my late mother. We have to learn to put that sense of nostalgia behind us and behave like mature adults.
You were being lectured by a grade school student.
Hey, look at he's like, look at your shame.
She's right. It feels so far away now. The woman with the rifle approached me. She was focused on more pressing issues.
I love how they're switching like who's narrating, but everyone's in the
I checked
room.
the computer. All of the data on the legendary ace had already been installed.
No, I pulled it before it was completed. However, there are 2 aircraft that are already scheduled to be manufactured based on that data.
We must destroy the factory.
This isn't the only one. There are more facilities just like it. And the 2
Look at
planes
that big
containing the
plane.
data will be manufactured at one of those facilities.
So, this place runs on solar power that the space elevator generates, right? How about the others? We can destroy the space elevator and cut the power to them. First things first, let's take this one out.
I'll show you which locations to target.
I regret this war.
I stood there, thinking about that mural by the factory's entrance.
I still don't trust him.
Harling commissioned it to be painted. I realized that in the background, behind the dancing figures, the artist had painted several space elevators. I understand now. The space elevator was.
You mean to tell me you had never been in here?
They probably didn't let her. Remember? The whole thing was a manipulation to make sure that
Good.
she
And
believed,
afterwards,
right?
we'll bring down the space
Well, yeah, it's the
elevator
like for
itself.
me, it
No
sounds a
matter
little
why it was
surprising that
built.
like you wouldn't even have
Right
the princess
now,
there
it's
for
the
like
root
the
of this
ribbon
chaos.
cutting.
Hence the exploitation failing.
Yeah.
What if they weren't
wonder.
invited?
Yes?
I
It
wonder.
also had been being built for a long
which
time. She may
path
not
you
have
would
been old enough
choose.
to remember.
Dear humanity,
When
we
looking
regret
at
coming to
Harling's
Earth.
mirror.
We regret being alien bastards. And we regret getting our raggedy ass fleet beaten up by the U.S. Marines. Hoo-ah! The USMC, that's it.
Let's get
You're
the
gonna
briefing
regret
started.
that too.
We've done enough air operations. Just let us go home.
There's no path for us to get home. Whatever direction you fly, it'll be right into a hail of enemy fire. Earlier, we received a communication via the partially restored general network. Here is what it contained. Apparently, the Erusian radicals have gathered around the space elevator, as it's a source of energy. Give the warmongers a powerful energy source, and you give them the luxury to keep on fighting. In response to this, People from both Osea and Erusia have joined forces.
Join forces, yeah!
To take down the final Arsenal bird in a saturation attack from the air, you see. Once that's achieved, they'll take the space elevator from the aggressors.
Has the source been verified?
It could be fake. I hear you. Take a look at what's written at the end. Hey, dumbass. If you want to bring the world back from the brink, go to the lighthouse. You can see
Hey, dumbass.
I love how official meeting
It
briefing.
certainly does. It's from
It was
those
like-
guys we met in Tyler Island. The 444 squad. It's a message.
The 8492nd.
All those looking to
What?
end the war. But I also think it's a message for Trigger.
Guess we'll do what it says.
Okay.
I guess it's a
Well, then
message
I'm
for
thinking
Trigger.
we'll roast that damn
That's one of the best pilots
Looks like
that we've
we're all
ever
on the same
witnessed. He's a
It's
dumbass?
time to end this war.
Did you see that canyon flight though?
Time to fly, guys. Let's go get that Arsenal bird.
Get that bird. Alright. Do this work. Operation Daredevil.
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm just gonna sit and watch, because fuck, it's my favorite mission. Like, I think it's my favorite mission in all of the games.
Strider Squadron,
Like,
sortie
I really like 5, and I really like the choir.
Yeah.
But I think this one's my favorite.
Alright.
I'm gonna be quiet.
Operation Daredevil.
The downside is, like, you can't really hear the music.
It's Halloween!
Happy Halloween!
Happy
Yay!
Halloween! It counts for the spooky stream. High five.
Inadvertently, we forgot that. Can we turn it up a smidgen?
The difference between 5 and 6 is notable.
I just want to be able to hear the music. I don't know if we will be though.
I need help! Don't let him dab his balls! Show him what the erosion, no, what fighter pilots are made of!
Do let us know if you're getting feedback from the fact that you up a bit.
Thanks, I owe you. No
Oh,
sweat.
barely.
Get into formation. We have the numbers.
Well, I have 7. What numbers do you have? I'm trying to collect them all.
Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, looks like our luck has turned.
You can talk to me. I'm not wrong.
LRSSG, you will secure air superiority. There are Erusian aircraft in the coalition, so they have been ID'd as friendly via the data link.
Just confirmed it.
Erusian government aircraft, including drones, will show up as hostiles. You two aces, I'm thinking it's time to show us what you've got.
2.
Are they counting
Don't
count?
have 2 anymore. Guess nobody told them.
Oh,
That's
Wiseman.
true count. It's not just 2. Wiseman trained his squad well. Everyone's still entered as an ace. He'd be proud of you all.
Except for you, Cal. Fuck you.
To all of you who have gathered here, regardless of your country, this is headquarters of the Ocean Army Southern Command. Wait, you can forget that designation. We are a coalition formed exclusively for the sole purpose of taking down the Arsenal bird. Wait until we're ready to strike the Arsenal bird in unison. Roger. Roger.
Speaking on an open channel. The enemy can hear everything he's saying. There's no other choice. Erusian aircraft are in the coalition as well.
This is Skull Squadron and Roger
good already.
With the
Like,
communications
whoa.
infrastructure down, this broadcast can only be transmitted to certain regions. If you can access the server, consider yourself lucky. You get to see a real live princess. Hey, Cosette, say hello to everyone. You're the sight, Strider One.
Seems like you're taking away all our guns.
Yes, let's open up the exit. Everyone get the refugees into the underground tunnel. George, Tabloid.
All right, understood.
Cool set piece.
Salamander 6, I'm behind my target. The main Ocean force is to the south, so grit your teeth and fight. Proud to have fought alongside your Come this far, don't get killed.
A princess is looking at a mural. There's another one here too. It shows a whole bunch of space elevators. Sky is up. Cosette, let's go. Yes!
Warning. Missiles launched from the arsenal bird. They're Helios projectiles.
These.
All aircraft, stay clear of the blast area. 10 seconds to impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact.
How many got caught in that explosion?
Broadcaster, we have more incoming.
Unknown. Proceed with caution.
Wilco. We can't switch off the security system. We've got this. If what he said is true, this
I'm
will
just
give us
showing
at
off.
least 10 seconds. Cosette! Cosette, what the hell's wrong with you? Get back here! As you all saw, we have a problem. The princess went by herself into the maintenance area and has shut us out. My team got us going this time. Stupid woman.
Missile launch from the arsenal bird. Shit, airburst tight. Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Helios arrived.
I said we were gonna take down the space elevator.
Princess does what princess wants.
Go out there and chop it down. At the top of the windbreak, 6 location markers have been set in place. They monitor distortions in the space elevator. Those are the locations we need to target. If the sensors go bad, the elevator's observation system will think the elevator has fallen. Until its safety can be confirmed, all microwaves will be stopped.
Oh, I get it. What a party.
I was gonna do it myself. You dumbass.
Helios launched from the arsenal bird. 5 seconds. 3, 2. Impact now.
You caught that. It's all over.
Helios arriving in 10 seconds.
It's just like one after another now, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's no more planes left.
Inbound.
I just find it really funny because it's like, well, fuck, just launch all of them.
That can stop all the microwaves.
30 seconds remaining.
No one knows what's going on.
Yeah.
And they can't, like, they don't know what the music is in the frame right now, because it's 15 seconds at the
The
end of
monster
the
bird is in our trap. We'll use a saturation attack. Wait for the signal. Inform the coalition units. We're near
You're gonna crash.
5, 4. Everybody, give this attack everything you've got. Open fire! All missiles were shot out of the sky. Attack failed. Cruise missiles did not reach their target.
This thing is so terrifying.
Lancaster warning all aircraft. I have multiple blips on my scope.
Here they come. That's something.
You can talk.
Oh no.
Hey, look at the arsenal bird.
Lasers!
You need to make sure you stay out of that. Radius, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to not get hit.
You want to stay in that too?
HQ, we have a problem. Damage to the Allied fleet is extensive.
This thing's got lasers on it.
I, for one, did not see that coming.
The active protection system operated as expected. We should launch another saturation attack. Air power. You'll slow the arsenal bird.
Strider 1, missile! Bandit has a lock.
It's readying its APS. All aircraft, break off from the arsenal bird.
I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go.
Oh, any other difficulty that would have taken you down.
Yep.
Cosette, that's not the control room. Go through the airlock and get on the maintenance elevator. Head to the top of the windbreak. Do you think you can put on that pressurized suit by yourself? You'll never get it on with those drills. Yes.
I'm getting sick of that arrogant bastard. Seriously.
No good. The engine control room is gone. The opposite tower radar room and CIC.
Nothing phases this thing. Where are we supposed to hit it?
What to do?
Subpropeller confirmed destroyed.
I've been spiked. All aircraft. We can no longer commence with a second saturation attack. All aircraft, separately engage in direct attacks.
HQ, it won't be easy to take down the arsenal bird with conventional weaponry. All the ace pilots in the world won't save us unless we have a plan.
Give us time. We'll see what we can do.
You're just thinking about it now? Cover any friendlies it's hit. Ready to fire.
Missile launched.
Strider 1, you've got their attention.
It's readying its APS. UAV eliminated.
Landed on a friendly's tail.
Damn it.
Okay.
ran that distance with a girl in his hands. Good. What about Tabloid? Is he safe? George and the girl were saved. They were saved.
All targets have been destroyed. The supply unit is ready to fall off.
It's got a lot of the laser. I haven't been hitting the laser.
See the rectangle where the supply unit was. Destroy that, and even the mighty arsenal bird is sure to feel it.
Any lasers you mind stopping that?
There's a hit on the laser cannon. Trigger's hammering it. Leave the big fish to Trigger. Take down the UAVs. We're counting on you. Find my target.
Oh, that's the target. Okay.
Hostile has a lock.
Rectangle base unit confirmed destroyed.
Broadcaster. Oh my god. The arsenal bird is on fire.
Trigger, break off. Arsenal bird is losing altitude rapidly.
Longcaster, can you estimate the point of impact?
Don't worry, looks like it'll be open water.
Sorry, fish.
All aircraft, avoid their target's path.
Meanwhile, in Finding Nemo.
Even in death, that thing is intimidating.
Everyone, can you see this? These people here were alive up until a few moments ago. My friend was here. Can you see this? This is just one of the many sides of war and what it does.
Did you really tell me?
All Erusian soldiers around the space elevator. Surrender now. We will not attack. We can hold them off until support arrives. No units surrender. You guys better not throw away your lives either.
Wait there, Princess. We'll get you down. Don't worry about me. Please just take care of the refugees. I'll parachute down. What?
Warning, incoming bogey.
Are those the drones we saw at that factory? I'm coming down. I'll see you on the ground. No, wait!
Enemy on my 6. Those guys are bad news. Trigger, boss, do something.
Strider 2, missile inbound! Cosette! What?
This isn't the time for that.
Cosette!
Why is Count such a dick?
Avril, they're headed this way. Get the refugees to safety now. Strider 2, you're hit. Are you alright? Still breathing.
Count's
Won't be flying much
unlovable.
longer, though. There's an ocean carrier a few kilometers to the west. It ran aground and was abandoned. It won't be easy, but it's the only place you got. Trigger, escort your wingman. Let's get to that carrier. That's all we can do.
He's a lying crutch. Do you want to land on a carrier? I don't.
Good timing on that one. For second round.
Yeah.
Like the first one's required, the second time is not. Thank you.
No problem.
I'll say it now. Daredevil is one of the few songs in this game that I'm surprised they loop. Because they don't loop Lighthouse, which is the first half of the mission. But in the disc version, they do loop Lighthouse.
Yeah.
It starts to loop, and it's just like, wait a minute.
Because Lighthouse on the CD is like 3 minutes, but the mission's 10.
But it's just really funny because but Daredevil shouldn't be looped because it has that climactic part at the very end, like 1 minute from the end, which in like the first point in this is when the Arsenal Bird shield went down, and it's really weird to hear it a second time when less climactic stuff is happening. Unless you can time it where the arsenal bar goes down.
Good evening, Dave.
Hell, I can't just snap my fingers and make a plane. Believe me, I wish I could. Right now, we needed one. Bad. When we were coming over on the boat, I remember seeing an aircraft carrier. That gave me an idea. The Admiral Anderson.
Hey!
The name of an old sailor.
Good bean.
The best sailor.
When the first drone started attacking, the ship wasn't ready for battle yet. It was still in the dock, getting all rigged up. So they rushed to get her ready. I know about Anderson. In the previous Ocean War, he was the commander of a ship that sent out the last fleet of jets. They say the deck was sloping so bad as it sank, the last plane barely made it off. Those fighters ended the war. That story gives me a little bit of hope, especially at a time like this. We're all in the same boat, like it or not. If this war keeps going on like it is, it'll be the end of everything. The military loaded this thing to the rafters with planes. Some were fighters that were going to be delivered to bases in occupied territory. It was hit before it could complete the mission. Jackpot.
I snapped my fingers.
Hangars were loaded with goodies.
I found a plane.
Trick
the
or treat.
Scrap Queens got work to do.
Jira?
So I will say, when we watched this the first time we played through, the scene where the princess jumped off the top.
Everyone, listen up. The operation was a success.
I just started to scream and forced for it to keep playing.
Yeah, you went from non-invested to super invested. Oh dip! Oh no! They're worse than me.
The Ocean and Erusian coalition's air forces are in a sorry state thanks to them. We might not even have any viable aircraft.
Don't like plastic.
According to the scrap,
Don't like plastic.
The drones are trying to use the space elevator's transmission capabilities to send their data to drone manufacturing plants across the continent.
Jura, don't lick plastic.
What's worse, their data contains a depth of war experience.
If you can stand.
Newer aircraft will be more tactically advanced. If that's the case, this war will never end. We need to take both drones down, no matter what it takes. We'll do it, so we have homes to go back to. Well, the Scrap Queen's on our side. She says she can make any aircraft fly. This is our final mission. Trigger, let's go. We've got a goddamn war to end.
Tora, they're transmitting the data over radio, which means it'll take approximately 3.2 days.
They're also strapping a USB drive to a carrier pigeon.
Gary's doing his best.
But yeah, like, so when the princess jumped off and fucking Count got her shot because he's a fucking asshole. I just was like, Fort, you have to keep playing. And he was like, I didn't think you cared. I'm like, and I had like tears streaming down like my face. I was like crying really, really bad. See, what you need is a double trigger.
Bang, bang, bang. This is the plane, by the way. They added it to the DLC. It's so pretty.
Is that? No, it's not the one that can't take off. Or it almost didn't fit, right? Which we had to
yeah, no, the Nosferatu is the one that didn't fit from 6.
You don't have it yet, right?
No. There's a red paint job for it. I think it's the funniest thing. But
you want to put your 3 strikes one on for this one?
Yeah, I think I will.
Because we about have the best hiccup sequence coming up.
So I need to figure out what I want to take with me. Because it's
nothing too wide.
Yeah. That's why I didn't go with the other one. I'm gonna go ahead and flip skin. Strider.
You want to put Ross Green on the album?
Can't.
Oh, darn it.
Yeah. We're gonna go with laser plane because laser plane good. I would go with plane that can shoot drones at things, but it's very big.
Yeah.
It's a big plane.
Alright, last one.
And we haven't had a very big tunnel scene yet.
Hey man,
So
you've had 2 practices.
We had
2 canyon missions.
Yeah, we had 2 canyon missions. You had a mountain mission and a canyon mission.
You got practice this time.
Yeah.
But in true Ace Combat fashion, where's your tunnel?
Yeah.
Y'all ready for the tunnel?
I'm not ready for the tunnel.
I hate this part.
I better be ready for the tunnel.
It is so stressful.
This is the one time I actually am going to take off because I really dig this whole thing. Look at those birds outside. That bird's real far away.
Yeah. No, this whole scene is amazing.
Can I use this? Hey, can you hear me? That craft is in peak condition. I even buffed up the canopy for a nice shine, so you can really see the sky. Take care, Trigger. When you get back, let me know what you saw.
Just all the different things fucking crossed off. Okay.
Let me see that. Trigger, wish I could have flown with you. A dinged up plane and an injured pilot would only slow you down. I feel for him now.
I've seen someone like let off the acceleration. They just
yeah.
Trigger's crashed.
So this is the guy. Oh yeah.
That's one of my favorite takeoff sequences in all the games.
Yeah.
Where they just show you and they cross out everything. You're just a solo pilot, so you have to take out everything.
You don't have. Trigger does not adhere to any religion, nationality, or gender.
He's just here to fuck shit up.
I think it'd be really funny. It's like, is that the guy? Is that Trigger? Yeah. And like, also plays it. I like his flying, but God, all he does is talk about One Piece. And like, I just don't watch the show, so I have no idea what he's on about.
The space elevator is able to broadcast and communicate. With the information infrastructure down, it's the only place capable of wide area data transmission. The drones are waiting for it to power up again.
Bastards.
UAV reacting. Damn, they're fast. All aircraft stay sharp. Intercept now.
Hush. Hush is a great song.
I guess I'm still impressed with the song in the second half of this, which I don't say the name yet. Because it seems simple, but it's so good.
Yeah.
It makes me like upset for the rest of the simple song in this. I'm still convinced that Hush was originally after Lighthouse. And then when they rewrote the song, they moved Hush over because it's still a good song, but it wasn't for that impactful moment.
Okay.
Daredevil.
Alright, well, there goes one plane. There goes his drones. So yeah, this thing, when they take enough damage, they drop drones. Like weapons drones. Those are the ones shooting the missiles and the lasers.
Oh, sorry, man.
That was good. No, that's Soul Suit now.
That's a good one, too.
Better be. I found this mission's actually a lot easier if you don't fly very, very fast. Because the planes like try to overcompensate around you.
Attention all aircraft. Launch detected from UAV. They're small drones.
These guys have quite the bag of tricks.
One small drone is down. Strider 1 got it.
Hey bud, you got lasers. Fly in a straight line, you dingus. There you go. Well,
Shit, the glare.
yeah, well, that's that.
Hell yeah! You finally did it!
Man, it took like 3 minutes. Shut up.
Remember the first time I did this? It took me 20.
Right, yeah, no.
Oh
That was
shit.
neat, no.
Oh yeah.
It did that. We're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I have the model of this plane up on the bookshelf. And it separates.
Fort and I were just like, what? Like,
Now I gotta shoot this thing down again. I need some mushrooms. It's got little lasers instead of bullets. Like, what the fuck? And it flies like knee-high does. So it flies up real high, and then it turns around, and it rains fire down upon you.
Hey! Nagase's talking. I just saw her come up.
Ah.
Y'all look for Pilgrim 1. I don't know if she's gonna come back up again.
Hold on a sec. Is it just me, or is that thing trying to read Trigger's reactions? It's observing Strider 1. It's like it's trying to learn. When I get home, I'm bragging to my son about living through this mission for a day.
Why did you wait to tell him that you succeeded?
I can't wait to tell him that I lived. Dude, slow down, slow down, slow down. I'm not chasing after you.
I'm gonna have to drop back and figure out what she said. I didn't even know she popped up early. Did you?
I remember one of the times I did this. I caught it.
Pilgrim 1. Ace Combat's apology for not having enough room in all the other games.
Why did that hit?
I hear the pain.
How many hits could you imagine if I did the machine gun only run with this? We'd be here all day.
We'll do it later.
I mean, I'm gonna have to do it at some point in my career.
You want platinum?
I would love to platinum another Ace Combat game.
This is the one to do it.
Is that 5?
Well, we've already done chocolate twice, so...
Yeah.
Is this on loop?
Yes.
Okay. You're gonna try to make it so it doesn't?
I'm gonna try to get this done as soon as possible. I don't want to be up all night.
You're doing that. You're 15 minutes in. Yeah.
Cool.
You'll be fine. Credits will take us over time. Is there an after credit scene? I can't remember.
I think so.
Okay, we'll have to see.
Like everyone's just kind of like, man, this thing's flowing real fast.
We're kind of in the try not to get hit and don't accidentally.
Boom! Eat shit!
Try not to get hit and don't accidentally shoot Trigger. Is what they're all thinking.
Let him do his work. Yeah, now we can get close to him. Cool. Seymour, and Jaeger, and Count, and Hushin.
Okay, dude, I love you to death. That's almost as much as I say fly with the angels, though.
Why don't you go tell your son about this? I gotta get going.
I've got a special bottle of wine for occasions like this. What do you say we open it?
We'll take the road.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
There's still one drone left.
Who the hell is that? More importantly, I thought Trigger destroyed all the drones.
It's thrown away its wings, yet it's still flying. Can anyone hear me? That aircraft needs to be taken care of.
You watched the trailer. It made it seem like it was you.
The UAV is alive and kicking.
Yeah, close enough.
Nah, the thing.
Tunnel!
The
Secret
UAV
tunnel.
went into the undersea tunnel. That tunnel leads to the space elevator.
Secret tunnel.
Alright.
Secret tunnel.
You're gonna have to
Found a checkpoint. That's great.
the UAV.
Where's the escape vector?
There's enough space for him to turn beneath the elevator.
That's a suicide mission.
We've done it before. It's fine.
Suicide's my middle name.
We rely on Trigger too much. He's gonna need help.
You just want to be a hero, Count, and you suck.
Yeah, well, you had no problem.
Didn't realize you were such a huge bitch, Count. Just kidding. I always knew.
We'll see.
Trigger's different. You are stupid, aren't you?
Alright, tunnel.
Count, give me your status.
Alive.
Excellent. So you're both okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I guess that'll do.
No time to explain. The radio will cut out soon. It'll take a short time for the drone to
A lot of lights in this thing.
There it is. UAV spotted. We finally found it.
Is he behind you? I know you can't turn around.
Count?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
It's fine all over again. At least you don't have to simultaneously shoot.
I heard some static when the gate closed.
Oh wow, it needs to be actually changed how many doors start closing.
Well,
fun.
Oh, because they're just giving you less.
Yeah, so like when it gets harder, like the doors close faster and more doors close. Those were like 2 stayed open.
End of Star Fox.
No sign of the drone. Did it take another path?
Only I can rule the Lilac Galaxy. Yeah, I'm gonna go and not hit this wall, not hit any of these walls.
Don't take your biggest plane into the final mission. As much as you
It will
want to.
fit, but
But you gotta fly straight and not have to take any quick turns.
yeah. Oh no,
Drone on your tail.
it got behind me.
Got me. I'm hit. Shit.
God, you suck.
You suck
My
so
wings
bad.
seem fine, but I'm losing thrust. Is it my engine?
You can't thrust? Eh,
I'm fine.
pity.
I can still fly.
Trigger's just sitting there being like, can you just shut up?
Keep level. I'm not getting much thrust, but
Yeah, your
I'll be
mouth is
okay.
acting up. Maybe you should stop it.
That's quite the problem. It appears I can't get any more thrust. Drone is turning. We'll send its payload. Shoot it down, Trigger.
Gotta watch out for the repeaters. All of them. They're repeating.
Yeah. Trigger. Or count, so useful. At least he got hit, I guess. Thanks for being a shield.
I think the answer is target. Got it.
Yeah, baby.
I count.
I forgot you couldn't fly over and you were down.
Oh no, he doesn't try to
That's right.
do anything until
I found
you
a way out of here.
move to leave.
The space elevator. The windbreak is hollow, and there's no ceiling all the way up. Not sure if
No,
Library
just
can
know
handle
it's
it
like
though.
fun to fly.
Fly!
Yeah.
You can make it! I'll
Yep.
attempt the belly landing.
Yeah, so then now he's gonna try
Get
to
out of here! Everyone's waiting for you!
Yep. Not only did you have to fly through a tunnel, you now have to fly out of a spire.
flying straight up. And your plane's always trying to orient to which way down is. And guess what?
Anyway, here goes.
This is not how planes work.
Come on,
Planes can
baby,
fly
stay
up.
with me just a bit more.
There's a lot of elevators in the space elevator.
Count, no one cares. Shut up so we can watch this moment.
Oh no, he died. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Can you hear me?
No.
We're all waiting. The world of darkness needs a light to shine. We're waiting for that beacon of light.
There you go.
Look, it's Trigger. Strider 1 has returned to radar.
I did it! That's our Trigger.
He's a damn hero.
No doubt. You're better than me.
Where's Strider 2? Damn it. Does anyone have eyes on Count?
Because I swear if he makes it out, I'll put him down myself.
Yeah,
Wish
he's
y'all
just
could have
like-
seen that.
You damn fool. What's your position?
Watching Trigger climb. I guess it's my fate to watch from down below.
No one likes you.
Yeah, well, we're
Damn,
all in
he's
the same
alive.
boat there.
Yeah, well, I guess we are.
Also, they totally make it that
We're
like
sending
out to
help.
make it feel
Give us
like
your
Cosette
coordinates.
died. So when she says, "Can you
Directly
hear
under
me?"
the
I
space
just
elevator.
lost my
Elevation
shit.
is minus 500 meters.
No, I did lose my shit.
Minus?
I didn't hit you. I think I did the thing like.
Hey, Trigger. You dumbass. Tell me something. What color's the sky up there?
He's mute. He's never said a word to you.
It's.
Wait a minute.
I see a light.
I can't tell you how proud I am to be the first to land at
Wait,
this
what was that
spaceport.
transmission?
This is Captain Kay Nagase of the spaceship Pilgrim 1. The ocean of stars in our galaxy is finally within our reach.
No
To
one
the
told me
pilot
that
who
Harlan
generously gave this spaceship a place to dock, we are forever grateful.
It's the
The
same.
universe
actress.
lies ahead
I'm
of us,
so
waiting
happy.
to be discovered. And now, at last, we have a gateway
She
to
has
ascend
no
to
idea.
over and
Yeah,
over
no.
again.
Like that's what I love about this whole thing. Is like this is she was just like so excited to tell everybody that she was back.
I salute the pilot who gave us all a future.
You have no idea, Nagase. You have no idea.
She's sitting there in space.
She's like, oh cool, they sent a plane up for me.
She's in space writing this whole speech, you know, for months or whatever, and
Yeah.
comes back. It's like, oh yeah, I hope everyone's ready. It's like, you have missed a lot.
You got the entire nations to tears. You have no idea. That isn't what I meant, but I guess it worked.
Disguise unknown. The path to mankind's vast future remains standing, Granddad.
Yeah. The PS4 is louder than the
I
tower.
know.
It's a nice fucking TV. Damn.
That's it.
It'll be
The
before
refugees
10.
built the settlement for themselves at the base of the space elevator. A humanitarian mission from
Called
Yukduvania
Skytown.
airdropped some
Yukduvania
supplies
showed up
for them
again.
again today.
We airdrop
Thanks to the
supplies.
princess, the
It's
whole
just
world is
Okaniebe.
pitching in to
He
help
blesses.
these people. Handing out the relief supplies would have been a perfect gig for that anarchist dude. But since he's dead now, the job went to the guy from Belka, George.
The other guy from Belkans.
I guess Tabloid got that new system he wanted in the end. Mihai's granddaughters are helping out too. Mihai. That cranky old geezer's here with us too.
Boo.
I never wanted to create anything, and now here I am, clinging to life.
Lighthouse War.
Watching as my grandchildren and their generation make a new future for themselves and the world. Is this my punishment then? All I do is lie
Put him in
here,
jail, right?
drifting away.
He's in a worse jail. The healthcare system.
Ever again.
It's like
I've
bad
been
though.
grounded, and my wings have been clipped.
Plain ass room though, but
You give me 3
You know what
pillows
having
for
peace
3
in the world
strikes.
means? It's being able to die in your own bed at a ripe old age.
never.
Peace is what those girls are working
Hey,
so
Harling.
hard for here.
Bye, Harling.
We got a bunch more refugees today. And the princess, she's looking to the stars. Dark blue, to the heavens and beyond.
But like, for real though, the amount of effort that went into planning the space elevator, like conceptually for this game, was significantly more than you would ever expect for a video game about planes. I talked to geologists and physicists and people who like theoretically like design space elevators.
I'm still just so like fucking. I was waiting. I was like, what is the last line that they're gonna say? And I had like so many guesses, and it threw me for a loop because I didn't expect that. They could have said anything, and they said, fucking, "Can you hear me?"
That is a pleasant little thing. Yeah.
All right. So my one complaint about Archange, which is the mission you shoot down Mihai. He has that whole speech where he basically says, "Hey, we are the same person, and if you're not careful, you're going to become me." And then he lives. They like I am a little bit like I'm happy that like basically everyone lived, but they crushed Tabloid for some reason and Count got out. But like Mihai makes it like they play the whole game where they're having you and Mihai basically being
The foils.
your foils of each other. And I think they kind of like the story kind of got a little less because they didn't have him learn his lesson and die. Like instead they're just like, hey, you get to live, and he's just like, well, now I'm just gonna be a curmudgeon old fart. I didn't learn anything.
Yeah. He learned that what he sacrificed to get what he wanted wasn't worth it.
Right, but then he's just like, no.
Then he lives with it.
But my punishment is to sit here and like I have to die in my bed. It's just like
And stare at the sky.
he doesn't. It's like he showed he didn't learn anything, but when he was going down, it was like he learned something.
Mhm.
And so like that's why to me it would have made a stronger like you are foils of each other, because now Trigger has to be like, okay, I have to make the choice not to become that man.
It also would have been a lot more profound if he died in the place that he was supposed to inherit and was taken from him. So he fought for a nation that usurped him.
Yeah, and like that too, right? Like they just
There's a lot more.
There's so much
narrative.
To it. Yeah, there's so much to it, and I understand why they didn't kill him, but like to me, I think it would have been more powerful if in all of that we had his last words. He went down in his country next to his castle.
Yeah.
Learning his lesson, and you had to go and take on his drones.
Take on his legacy. The only thing that he created.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, in the cast credits, they actually included like Torres and
Yay!
the Jynx Air Museum. Hell yeah. Oh, they actually had a detention center. Yeah.
Side note. I know it seems super weird.
Choir singers.
You all win. Y'all are great.
Guitarists.
Y'all good too. Hey, Keiki. Anyway. But it seems kind of weird. We know. Because I didn't get it either. I was like, why the fuck is Nagase in space?
Mm.
It actually is explained.
In the book.
In the book.
That Americans wouldn't normally get.
Yeah. And it's really like frustrating because it's like, wait, we wouldn't have originally gotten this.
I care about the lore and you ignored me.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's actually a reason why she's up there. It's like it's an astro detection system, right?
She was helping the satellite work.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently at the end of 5, after the war, she'd been in contact with Harling and just like, hey, I've always wanted to go to space. And he's like, if anyone deserves to go to space, it's you.
You want to go to space? You're going.
You
Have
know,
fun up there, Rosgrees.
Yeah, you have a good time up there. And she's like, I will. And there's a bunch of correspondence between her and like someone else, like an author of the book, like one of the descendants of the author of the Dove for the Princess. That book that's quoted throughout, and then like, yeah, they're doing space work.
Yeah. So there's a lot of funny little memes of just like, I can't wait to tell my favorite president what I saw up there, and everyone's like, what do we tell her?
Yeah. Harling, I made it back. Oh, bang zoom, dope. Yes,
Yep.
dear.
So another fun thing that I learned, and if we didn't spend too much time in the patches and decals, but if you look up like Rosgrees' patch in this one, it says that in the language of this universe, Rosgrees means plan wrecker. That was such a that made me so happy.
For me, so it was like, is that a typo? Because plane wrecker is also incredibly valid.
It was one of those things that was like, I want both are true.
We're gonna have this really cool submarine in the Arctic. Then Rosgrees showed up. Ah, dang. Don't worry, we have a backup submarine. Ah, got me again. Don't worry, we've hijacked the Ark.
We're just fuck it, satellite. We're crashing a satellite into a city.
If you look at Belka, and what Belka's all about, and then the Rosgrees shows up and is like, conspiracies are just big old plans anyway, so I'm just gonna go ahead and sweep the leg.
That's it. That's the Ace Combat Anthology. What we're gonna play, at least.
I wish that was a kestrel.
Yeah.
It looks like a bird of prey, but I don't think kestrels are white. But it certainly ain't the Ark bird. Ah, got me again.
Yeah. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Fool me a third time, let's be Belkan.
Let's be Belkan.
I love the licenses. They borrow the licenses from all these different companies to use their planes in this game. And they do it every time, like, hey, we're gonna make another Ace Combat. And they're like, alright.
There you go.
Which planes are you gonna put in there?
I just I appreciate it because this is such an anti-war game despite being all about war.
Well, it would be silly if they didn't put so much detail into it.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen some anti-war games where it's like all like science fiction or whatever, and it's like I feel disconnected.
Right, but it's
people driving like fools outside.
Yeah. No, I think that was it. I don't think there's an after. Yeah. Just
S.
Yeah.
Did I beat the game in less than 4 hours?
Did you get it because of it doesn't count cutscenes?
No, it doesn't count cutscenes. I think it only counts mission time.
Oh.
I'm actually surprised given how many times I crashed. Aircraft viewer. I want to see the new skin I got. That's important.
So thanks for joining us for this.
Yeah. I always have fun playing these games.
It was really fun to show.
The Rouges.
Sorry for being super dramatic and trying not to talk during
Daredevil,
but I wanted you guys to get to hear it, and Fort was able to turn around and watch the shield go down. The first time we were played, we didn't know that was going to happen, so Fort was like halfway across the map.
I was just shooting a bunch of drones. I wasn't even looking. I was trying not to get hit by missiles.
And then we hear the music like crescendo, and we're just like, what the fuck just happened? What is Count talking about? We turn around, we're like, oh.
I've got this too.
Yeah.
Jynx has been very kind.
Yeah. If it's you told me when we started dating, when I was like, what's your favorite video game? And you looked me in the eye and said Ace Combat 5. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And you're like, it's a flight sim. And that's how you described it to me. And I'm still mad that's how you described it to me. You're like, it's a flight sim.
Hang on. Is the difference that there's... Oh no. No, there's still the... There's the fucking dirt, like the scraping from when the wings fold in.
Oh, that's fun.
That's cool.
That's fun.
This game's got so much fucking detail in it. But, yeah. Yeah. Let's see here.
I'm gonna go...
I'm gonna go take a look.
I read it on the wiki, so I hope it's right.
Yeah, it means plan wrecker. Comes from a fairy tale, a blue dove for the princess.
It means plan wrecker.
There's the ghosts and the aces.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. So good. Oh yeah, and now you can see the logo for the Alicorn Squadron.
Beautiful.
You never see it.
I love that.
And then there's Mimic Squadron, the people that are like tasked to shoot you down who just yell about killing each other. That's a cool logo too.
Yeah. I want the Alicorn as a tattoo.
Yeah.
I should embroider that. If you can get me a good one.
For the Alicorn?
Yeah, I can embroider that.
Yeah. If I was any bolder and wanted to drop more money on things, I would get these like as like decals and put them on the car.
Fair enough.
But there are my back windshield's already full of Monster Hunter.
Yeah, you put it on the top.
On the top?
Yeah. I would love a Rosgreaves for my car.
I'm pretty sure Etsy still has a bunch of stuff. Look at the little Mihai Nugget.
Mihai Nugget!
Look at the Soul Squadron logo.
That's so funny.
Little googly eyes. God, I love this shit. Alright. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks again, Jynx, for giving this a chance. Because playing game hurts your feelings good. If you get the opportunity, listen to Daredevil on its own. It's still incredibly powerful as a piece.
Oh man. And if you're one of my friends and after you listen to it like with nothing, like try to listen to it with like nothing else going on, just like focus on it. But after you do it, we found a music theory channel that broke it down really well. We don't normally do react videos, but it was a pretty good one. Shout out to Wandering Chaos if you're watching this. Thanks for shouting that to me. Yeah, like holy shit. Man, we gotta be careful because sometimes we're sitting there in the car and Daredevil will come on and we'll just look at each other and be like, okay, we're not gonna cry today. Okay.
By the way, these are nicknames that you can put on your, like in multiplayer when you play, like, it's like, oh, there's this username, this is playing or flying, this is their nickname.
Hamburger Griller!
You get S rank on mission 11. Siren song, you get Hamburger Griller.
Oh, right. Because he's talking about food the whole time.
So I got all these ranks. Also, some of you get from just playing online, like there's certain maps, and I love some of them, like Dark and Stormy Night. There's also one that's called like you always you just miss, like if you miss a lot, not so sharpshooter. I love missile. Oh, wait, why'd you go all the way down? Oh, so show me all the ones I'm missing. Oh boy. Yeah, so I love missile so much.
Missile.
I love missile. Nephophobic, stay away from clouds. Yeah. Anyway. Starblade and Lady of the Lake you get for laser damage in online mode.
That's funny.
So these are some of the first ones I got. Excalibur, laser blade.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I love this game so much.
Alright. We will be back tomorrow. Spirit Fair. We're gonna beat that one.
Yeah.
So 2 really dramatic endings in 2 days. I will cry far more tomorrow than I did today because I knew this was coming. Don't really know what's coming tomorrow, so y'all are gonna...
Oh yeah, Spirit Fair. Yeah, complete the game without taking damage. Complete the game without using only machine guns. Complete Hush using only the machine gun.
It gets its own.
Defeat the Arsenal Bird without using the machine gun. Take out Mihai in 5 minutes. Yeah, there's something really fun with destroy 5 missile silos within 5 minutes and Magic Spear. Ugh. Yeah, So yeah. They had lots of little photos, and this is getting all the S ranks and all the different difficulties. And that shit's hard. So, yep.
So, yep, we'll see you tomorrow. And remember, we're still doing the donation drive. Bloodborne starts Saturday. We'll be doing some fun, spooky games after Spirit Fair.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
And yeah. Goodbye, everybody. Man, Ace Combat Anthology's over. This is gonna kill me.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to handle this.
Well, now we have a ton of other games to play.
You know, you're right.
Borderlands?
I'm gonna go ahead and start Ace Combat 4 again.
Okay. Bye, everybody.